depending on what hero you're playing in the mid lane and what hero you're playing against, like Spirit Hero, Storm in particular, it matters a lot whether or not their supports rotate in, because if you don't have the water rune, your
life is harder, right?
Yeah. Rotze had his team securing water runes for him as well when he's playing the Shadow Fiend a lot in Division 2. Without that, you know, there are some very easy ways to certain heroes that are in. Another thing to keep on the lookout
What's
for.
your favorite rune, Neff?
My favorite rune?
Yeah. What kind of a person are you? By the way, I'm going to judge your character on this answer.
It depends on the match, but as a support player, a lot of the time, okay, my favorite rune is for funny reasons, the Illusion rune, because I absolutely love baiting people out with that thing or scouting something out in front. It also allows you to dive.
So you're deceitful, I see.
What would you have said if I said the other thing?
I just find something bad.
Double damage rune, hungry for power.
Just find something.
What's your answer?
Regeneration.
Okay. Self top shape.
I just like, yeah, exactly. Healthy life, healthy living. When I played WoW, I was a druid. You know,
Fair enough.
Tauren druid, obviously.
Getting the regen rune, but
how's he allowed to be this good of a person? This sucks.
well,
Team Aster.
It's all lies.
yeah, okay. It's all lies, but what isn't a lie is the draft. And to bring in some non-lie stats, we've got our stats draft master, our Cryptic,
100%
joining us
truthful.
on the panel.
Oh, you got the bolo tie on today.
Not only the bolo tie, but you have the statsman's stand, and who's in front of the stand can tell no lies.
That's true.
It's known.
It is.
Who's going to win the game?
Use you with power.
There you go. Like, okay. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Well, that was the
Thank you,
2022 season. It's been really good. Shaking hands all around. Thank you very much.
Now, my question for you, Draft Master, is, you know, all answers you have are honest. Do you think it puts them at an advantage or disadvantage that they played so many games and ended up winning the Intel World Open just before they played? Okay.
Radiant team.
Will Nev find true love? He has?
Are we just treating him like the Magic 8 Ball now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll shake him up and ask him some more questions, but for right now, we got to get into the draft. We've got IO Mars from RNG, Bane as well as the Monkey King.
All right.
For Aster.
Hold on. Something strange has happened here. Our most contested hero has not been picked up in the first phase. Queen of Pain.
Yeah, she's true. I feel like for these two teams, Monkey King is probably a bit more important. Monkey and IO, that's how it looked like yesterday. Aster, they do get to play their Monkey King this time around. RNG did manage to steal it from them yesterday.
Radiant team ban. Team Aster's turn to ban.
Pretty high percentage. I believe everything he said.
They played with it yesterday as well, really well. Felix on IO and Aster on IO had good performances. The hero is just difficult to play against. It's a shining ball of light that brings destruction.
And regeneration.
But yeah, regeneration is really what's important.
So is that also your favorite hero?
By the way, region rune, why it's my favorite is because I get crushed on mid, and then I see that region and I'm like, oh,
Lane salvage.
Sign of hope.
Let's go.
Right, nice.
Yeah.
Team Aster's turn.
Yeah. The enemy, a mid laner, mauling as he crushed you, but it just didn't end up mattering.
That's the best part. I did that yesterday. Put in easy lane. We lost, but I got to say easy lane. I got first blood.
Did you build Midas Ancient Apparition?
I did not build Midas Ancient Apparition, but I did play Ancient Apparition.
I think if this tournament lasted like 2 more weeks, let's say, Troll would become first ban or first pick.
He's definitely found popularity towards the back end.
His stonks are rising.
Yeah,
now.
and it was RNG who were the first team in the region that was picking it up.
I was thinking that they might pick that here as back the last time Troll was super popular, Razor and Pangolier were normal bans up against him.
The moment that you see that Razor ban, it kind of does make sense to ban out as well on the side of Aster, as that's what RNG might be planning. But you had the first pick, so you could have taken it. I guess that means that Monkey will be
Position one
for them most likely, and that's what you want, right? Versus the Mars.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They get a Gyro Io, Gyro Mars. A lot of synergies here between these three heroes on the side of RNG. Not the greatest fan of the Gyro core, however.
You prefer it on support? Or just
I just don't prefer the hero in general. I feel like, with Io it can work. It has been this super wombo combo for ages, right? But it's like Jug yesterday. It's a perfect Jug game, and he still doesn't feel strong. You know?
Yeah. Gyro's only won once in the...
Hasn't been picked a lot, though.
Only 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, it was very popular in South America. Current Thunder Predator is one of the teams that ran it a lot. I think Infamous did as well as position 5. They would pick it up at the start of every draft.
So it's like Fata did, and what the Chinese region did in the first season, literally last year.
Yeah, they'd take it at the beginning of the draft, and if they didn't counter it, then a lot of time they'd run it position 1, unless they saw a better hero. Otherwise, they'd run it position 5.
No, the build on 5 was fun for a while. The Tranquil's Veil build and Earn, and you just run around, dish out tons of damage. They get a Shadow Demon as well. Okay, that's a little bit of saves here coming against the Bane as well, right?
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep.
Yeah. So a couple of reasons. Do you think that they're lacking at all in damage right now, or do you think there's plenty between Gyro if he's a position 1 and the Mars?
Yeah, I feel that they're lacking a true playmaker, someone that goes in first on RNG and damage.
So Spirit Hero, you're thinking?
A Spirit Hero and damage should come secondary, really, for RNG. That's a secondary thing that they should be thinking about, because you do have a Gyro. The main issue that I see for them is this lack of initiation and catch. You have Mars, you have Shadow Demon, but that's never reliable. So
no, you need someone to play further up front, scout for information, so Mars can get off a good arena. If he's the first one in, then you catch one person out, maybe. And
something for some Embers, Void Spirits. Storm is already banned out. So.
Yeah. Puck is somebody else they could.
I would love Puck as well. Not bad versus heroes. Void Spirit gets picked up. Yeah.
They'll probably ban out some Spirit Heroes next year in order to.
Puck and Ember probably, right? Like if from Aster, those two from G, they ban out first. The OD would be pretty damn good with the Mirana. Suddenly you would have multiple lanes to set up the arrow on, right? It's a lane as well. But even there goes the Ember first. Yep. But from Aster, I would love to see some utility-based offlaner here, maybe some extra stun as well. Into Mars, it's kind of difficult.
It's more popular in the Chinese region than anything else, but you look like it's something, say, B-Comp.
No, I was just going to say Centaur has been picked, but it has a 100% kicking butt. Been seen a lot of Tide, though.
Yeah.
The best matchup, but...
No, that Prophet went through this whole time. Kunkka actually the one banned out. They get the Tide on RNG. Or mid-tide.
We've seen the mid-tide so far. 7E played it.
Both are good versus Void. And they steal that Tide away from Aster. Yep. I'm not sure if they would have picked it. But All right. They definitely made it more interesting on the side of RNG. They didn't get that initiation or catch that I wanted. But it's not bad as well, right? Like you get 2 big ultis to play around. The Ravage, the Arena.
Yeah, the Ravage in the Arena. I mean, the Tyranitar is able to play further up front and
Doesn't care about grip, right?
Yeah, doesn't care about grip or the arrow. Like these huge duration stuns that come out into them, he'll just dispel them off. And it takes a little while before Monkey King's ready to build a Silver Edge. He'll get it eventually, maybe, but we'll have to see.
Would it be worth going into the Brewmaster?
I'm not crazy about it.
Seen it have a lot of success.
Choose your hero.
Some Legion for the versus Shadow Demon and Io. It's bad. What offlane do they get here? Just some stun like a Sand King Mirana or something? Well, never mind. Put that monkey on the offlane and just pick up a Morphling, sure. And just destroy the gyro.
Monkey mid.
A monkey mid, actually. Okay. Oh, yeah. That makes even more sense. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, you're definitely right. Monkey King on that short mid lane versus either the Tide or the Mars. Yeah, versus the Mars. It should be quite simple for him.
That's XXS on the Void Spirit.
Who cares? He's so skilled. He can play whatever. Give him Storm on offlane.
Best player in the world, according to you.
Sure.
Offlaner. Offlaner. After we pushed you into saying it.
No, I actually did believe that XXS is top 3 offlaner even before you guys pushed me, but we'll see. Void Spirit is definitely a different cookie to play, but I think he can do it.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a different draft now that we've seen the picks on the Euros.
Do you Yep, I'll follow. I feel that it's weird from both, but it's less weird from RNG. Meanwhile, I do love the Morphling into Gyro though. I think that can. I'm still gonna go with RNG though.
Neff, quick prediction.
RNG. I am a God King follower.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm going at.
So 2 Asters, 2
Asters, 2 RNGs, and 2 casters that are going to take over here. We've got our premier analyst, Black, and Nomad. Take it away.
Wasn't very nice, but anyway, yes, I am indeed here with Black. Actually, our first time casting together, Black. And, I did.
Prepare for battle.
Wasn't very nice, but anyway, yes, I am indeed here with Black. Actually, our first time casting together, Black, and I didn't know that you like to, business on the top and nothing on the bottom. It's quite disturbing, but
it's something I heard many times in my life.
Yeah, I wasn't given any warning. Bcop never told me about this, so
yeah, it's something you learn to do with.
Oh my God! What's happening? He's dead, Black. He's died.
Somnus says, I take this. I had a talk about that with Bcop yesterday. There's some certain abilities you always steal kills with. God's Rebuke is definitely one of them.
Okay.
And Slide of Fist was the other one. You always wait for the last hit, right?
Yeah.
Always.
And he's a mid laner. This is a mid Mars. We've got a crazy matchup in the middle lane. We're so bored of these Storm Spirits, Voids. Oh my God, it's so dull. And then RNG, and after they say, hey, let's put some spice in this curry. Let's get a Monkey King versus Mars matchup in the middle lane for the viewers to enjoy for the final match of the DPC season.
Yeah, would be
Poor Vaboka.
He would have definitely died there on the Mars, I think.
Poor Vaboka.
He would have definitely died there on the Mars, I think.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the pesky creeps getting in the way and preventing the arrow from connecting.
Yeah, a cheeky little voice line too after he hits the creep, like, ha ha ha. Annoying creeps.
Out the way.
That happens sometimes. Like if you right click a hero, the entire wave just aggroes you and you're like, oh, sorry guys.
Get out the way, creeps.
I messed that one up.
Yeah.
Got 30 gold though.
True, true. So is it really a loss?
Yeah, his game is online.
Yeah. Oops, guys, I accidentally hit a crypt again. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, I hit the big centaur, sorry.
Oh, it just keeps getting in the way of my shots.
I hit the range creep.
Oh,
5 times in a row.
My bad.
The classic.
Yep, yep. Damn Mirana players.
Aren't you supposed to be support? Why are you taking all my creeps?
Why have we got a Midas?
Mirana Midas, it would be... I would love it, honestly.
Whole creep camp gone at once. How can you say that's bad?
Radiant's
Against Chen, I would dig it, I think.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, against not Chen, probably not.
Against any other hero in the game? Probably not.
Right, stealing a little stack.
Oh, yeah.
Very little stack, there was literally one center left.
It's about sending the message, though.
It is.
Nothing feels worse than getting your stack stolen.
But he's big on the void speed, he already has his Kaya.
Whoa!
But that is
Here
also
we
huge.
go. Oh, let's see those dollar signs, baby. God, okay, he's gonna go for the secondary stack on the Ancients. Oh, you bet your Nelly. Felix is gonna stack this one.
Yeah. And they tried to stop it on Aster, like they dewarded it, blocked it for like 2 minutes, but it's really hard to stop this triangle farming because they have a Mars, the Tidehunter. It is so hard to invade the triangle.
Yeah, dump those spells. Get that back, Queen. Look at him.
God King looks very excited too, like, oh yeah, getting some ancient creeps.
He's talking a lot. What do you think he's saying?
Flag cannon in 10 seconds.
Overcharge me now. Overcharge. Yeah. Gotta make sure you spellcasting's on point there.
They're going on shells again.
Yeah, they're making the play onto the big watermelon man up in the top lane. He has got the Ravage, also got a Hood as well. Is that gonna save him here? It's a question. Ooh, good timing on the Kraken shell. That's very helpful, but Monet still looking to chase, but in range of the anchor smash, so Achacha says, go away. Waves his anchor at him.
Tide is such a silly hero.
EDB.
He also has a chip vest, of course, so it's a 20 HP region.
Oh, delicious.
Very nice, very balanced, didn't even have to use Ravage, while they farmed that entire stack.
Yeah, and that was a position 1, and a position 2, and a position 4. All committed to the position 3. And if you add that all up, it makes
a lot of positions.
A lot of positions.
Yeah.
But no deaths.
I mean, we spoke about how Morph just doesn't deal damage to Tidehunter. You lose like 60% of your damage. So Morphling hits you for a whooping like 30 damage. And not asleep. Now Void Spirit also comes.
Arrow nails him. Where's your Kraken? Here it is, but it's not going to be enough. They will take down Chalice at last as Vaboka lands the arrow with the sleep combination.
Ori was also in the neighborhood. They were actually all 5 up there. Immediately smoke, of course. Gotta be fast. But Io Gyro on the bot lane, you won't really be able to find anything here.
How much is this smoke about just getting out on the map again? And how much is about actually finding objectives?
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do. Just like block the Ancient perhaps and make sure that you take some of the map away again, because if you show 5 heroes there, Chalice is like, yeah, just brought 5. Summoners gets actually caught? No way!
They're going for this. Ixnova with a great sleep in here. Is it going to be enough, though? They won't be able to save the Mars, but they are doing a lot of damage in response. They reload in. The right gyrocopter doing a lot of work in the backlines here. They're moving across to Ori. Ori, he's got to leave, but I'm not sure he can. He's going to lose his life as well. My goodness, just in the blink of an eye, 3 heroes dead on the side of Aster.
Yeah, we're doubting it for a second, but it makes so much sense actually, because we just spoke about the overwhelming fight. Gets the Master Arena on 3, Tide TPs in a little bit later. Sure, you die, but you take 3 with you. Just super worth it.
Very, very nicely done. Yeah, using those big ultimates to stall out for the relocate to come through. There's nothing Aster can do about that.
Yeah, there's no way he didn't know they're coming for him, right? Like, there was definitely a bait.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Ixnova was there just to save him with the disruption as well, which was really, really key in this. He would have been dead a long time ago.
He actually hit an arrow after the disruption, like past 2 illusions. It just hit on the back. It was an insane arrow. Otherwise, he wouldn't even have died on Sumnus.
My God. Well, Boca cleaning up. We have a fight going on up in the top lane right now as we've lost Somnus once again here, going a little bit too deep here into the tower. Looks like they were following up on a spear, but getting a bit too greedy. Xnova comes in with the disruption, trying to buy God King the space he needs to get out from this one. Aster, though, they are chasing, they are hungry. Chalice just trying to chase them back here, but Boca will not finish the job, so instead they'll look over towards Xnova. Xnova to fall to XXS as he gets himself the double.
At least they did save the gyrocopter, but Mars dying again, like as a mid-Mars, you are really conscious about your net worth. You want to be able to go into those damage items, and right now he is, well, he's not the lowest, or he's even lower than him. Both our mid lanes are pretty damn poor.
Interesting.
It started out so well for him too.
Imagine both heroes losing mid.
Yeah, no winner there.
No winners.
Supports are the real winners. But yeah, both these heroes, they don't have, I mean, Mars does have good creep wave clear, but if you're just fighting all the time and dying while doing it, your network is going to be suffering. He's going to be close to Blink Dagger, but as a mid-Mars, Blink Dagger isn't really the first item that you want to go for. Like you like those BKBs, sometimes even a Desolator first just to accelerate your game.
Okay.
But if it's this bad, then you gotta do it.
Yeah, you can't wait too long for that initiation. Also, I think when you're playing with the IO Gyro, right, you want to, or as I like to say, the IO Copter.
Yeah, the IO Copter.
You want that setup.
I also think that, I mean, they definitely spoke about it, because otherwise Chalice would have just gone for the Blink Dagger. But someone's probably like, yeah, my game's not the greatest. Copter.
You want that setup.
I also think that, I mean, they definitely spoke about it, because otherwise Chalice would have just gone for the Blink Dagger. But someone's probably like, yeah, my game's not the greatest, I'm gonna go for that Blink. You go your Aghanim Scepter, sir.
Yep, makes sense. Ags is gonna feel super nice with a flat cannon coming through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
God's Rebuke on top of that as well. Mwah. That is a chef's kiss from me.
It's gonna be a lot of damage. Did someone pick up his Blink? I know he bought it. I don't know if he...
Here yet. See, is a courier coming? I don't see a courier coming.
Maybe it's already on him. Yeah.
That's why they're going for this tower.
And XS is like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I actually don't know if you're asked how you fight into this.
Oh, bottom lane, they found the initiation. They've got the Monkey King with that Blink Dagger. Ori trying to turn.
For that Blink, you go your Aghanim Scepter, sir.
Yep, makes sense. Ags is going to feel super nice with a flat cannon coming through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
God's Rebuke on top of that as well. Mwah. That is a chef's kiss from me.
It's gonna be a lot of damage. Did someone pick up his Blink? I know he bought it. I don't know if he...
Here yet. See, is a courier coming? I don't see a courier coming.
Maybe it's already on him. Yeah.
That's why they're going for this tower.
And XS is like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I actually don't know if you're asked how you fight into this Ravage and Arena. It is so difficult.
Those are very scary spells.
Yeah.
I think might want to purchase some BKBs perhaps.
Yeah, your Morph needs to be a lot bigger than he is right now to be able to fight that. You want to play the pick-off game, but not on the Tidehunter, because you can't pick him off.
How much of this game has Chalice spent asleep? Oh, bottom lane, they found the initiation. They've got the Monkey King with that Blink Dagger. Ori trying to turn around, but there's nothing he can do here. He's just going to end up going down, but who to? Felix gets a kill.
Yeah, and Chalice just walked it off. Didn't even get brought down to half. It's just silly. Like, Tide doesn't care about Bane or Mirana, any of these combinations. The Kraken Show will just wake him up. It's wasting so much of their time too.
They're going to try and make a play on him now. He's going to pop the Ravage and just walk away from this. All right.
That was a very preemptive Ravage.
He doesn't even walk away. He's still here.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure why he Ravaged there. He's still like way more than half health. He got a little bit spooked.
I mean, Chalice really does like to Ravage. Like, he is the most liberal Ravage user of them all. I'm pretty sure he has it on autocast.
Would have been funny if he just like RS. Oh, smoking the triangle. Just still tad late. They saw him under the ward, but Gyrocopter farms these camps way too fast now. And
gosh darn it, we missed the bus.
And now there's a Tidehunter in front of the tower again.
Yeah, but no Ravage, so Aster are feeling like they've got an opportunity to do something here. They're going to try and make a play for the tier 1 tower, whilst the Void Spirit, it doesn't find anything.
I was looking for Xnova to spam some Shadow Poison. But yeah, if you use a Ravage deliberately like this, it's a problem sometimes, because you can't fight right now. Like, you need that Ravage. Arena alone isn't enough.
Indubitably. However, they do make the trade at least. Bottom tower's going to go down for the middle one. Someone's looking fly in his jacket once again.
seeing monsters at your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
heard they were gonna pick Meepo. There are rumors.
Would be hype.
There are rumors.
Rumors, Meepo. We were trying to get rumors of techies yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We even texted Zhao 8. We're like, techies.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No answer.
For real.
No answer.
Yeah, that would have assumed if I got a response, right? I did not get a response. But you know who we can get a response from? Draft Master, Draft Sensei, or Stat Sensei, the one, the only, our crypt.
Mm-hmm.
1 for 1. Nailed
He
it.
cannot lie. Like we
Doesn't lie.
stated this.
Do we have any more 8-ball predictions for him?
10 seconds
You-
remaining. Team Aster's turn.
No, I don't need any predictions. I just want to say that you have a very nice name. I was looking at the screen, and it went like, I know that we call him Ricky, but Ricky Peterson. It sounds like it sounds like an actor or something. I like the. Did you change that? Is that your real name or is it like stage name?
It's a stage name.
10 seconds.
It's a secret. Okay, I see.
It's either an actor's name.
My name, like no one can even
Backyard
pronounce.
You definitely be in like backyard baseball. Ricky Peterson, the tall kid. Pete Wheeler, very good.
Radiant team pick.
You
Backyard
know what they're
baseball.
talking about?
no idea. Some American. Yeah. You want to talk about hockey? Yeah, like I'm ready to
Really?
to pretend that I know what you're talking about, just to make them feel worse. I guess.
Tell me why the trapezoid is important.
Trapezoid.
Yes.
Trapezoid is extremely important
Go on.
because it's one of the most
Fundamental shapes.
No, most fundamental shapes when it comes to playmaking in hockey. It just depends on the defense and offense and how they connect together into the trapezoid. I have
Spot on.
A fundamental shape, man.
It's just fundamentals,
I'm
right?
surprised you even adapt.
Also, if you need help with working out trapezoids, I can help you with that as well. There are some pull exercises that you can incorporate in your routine. Anyways, Monkey King doesn't need to incorporate anything. He's ripped.
Shredded.
Ooh. AA is not a fundamental.
This is some lore.
AA is not a fundamental.
You just disappointed Neff. I can
Who are the
see
four fundamentals?
I can see the anime on his shirt crying right now, Ricky. How dare you? It's
Io, Keeper of the Light, Chaos Knight, and Enigma.
why is Chaos
That's what it
Knight
said.
an fundamental of Chaos? Sure.
Troll early. We're talking about this troll.
10 seconds
Coming in.
remaining.
Thank you, Aster.
Could be the last game of the season, but we got there.
It's just Baboka. He was watching the stream. He's like, let's give Lizard this one. Yeah, let's give. No. Let's just make this self-fulfilling prophecy. You know.
All right.
Let's
now,
give him a hero.
Queen of Pain has made it through again to the first phase, so that could be a hero, like you said, that people have figured out.
It's gonna get banned now, right? It's gonna be one of.
Certainly, it'll be banned out here. Certainly.
I'm expecting her to be banned by RNG or by Aster.
It's only got a
in the second phase.
40% win rate, so
Remaining.
What's his contest rate of it?
5 seconds
Yep.
remaining.
They banned out the Broodmother now. That was again more popular and picked up a lot more in IWO, and Aster being the champions of that. I'm sure know to play against it very well and to practice it quite a bit. So giving that up to them, probably not the best idea. Makes sense to get rid of it.
Get rid of the queen.
93%.
Like when you talk about stats and win rates, you also have to keep in mind like at what point was this hero usually picked. And Queen of Pain is first phase. And when you're first phase, if you have above 53% win rate, that's good. That's very good. Yeah.
Also, you got to know what.
Do you know, like in solo games like Warcraft and Starcraft, if you have above 55% win rate overall on your stats, it's considered really good. As a player.
I always had 100% win in
10
StarCraft.
seconds remaining.
Could
I see, yeah.
photon cannons could
5 seconds
get some
remaining.
carriers out there from the Protoss.
Black Sheep
Swarm 'em.
Wall.
What?
Radiant team
Go.
back.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time.
Power overwhelm.
Power Overwhelming, Black Sheep Wall. There is no spoon. The best one in Warcraft was set up us
10
a
seconds
bomb.
remaining.
Honestly, that was the best cheat code. Someone
5
set
seconds
us a
remaining.
bomb. You just instantly lost. Nice cheat code, thank you.
Radiant team pick.
God, I mean, Queen of Pain's still in. Like, I really think that she should be Gunner right now, but yeah, Puck is in the pool. If you pick it, you can get some heroes that work well against her. Let's see, Puck actually gets banned out and they get the Storm instead. For RNG, right? Storm was banned out in the last game.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Aster's turn. Radiant team pick.
The sack.
Yep.
Ten seconds remaining.
I'm surprised they picked up the Mars and the Leshrac here rather than the Queen of Pain because it does do fairly well against the Storm. But I suppose these heroes do as well. Shuts down the Weaver, the Mars, Sakuchi obviously not helping you too much when you're inside the arena. He control up the Monkey King. He tries to jump away. I like the Mars. The Leshrac makes a little bit less sense to me, but I guess they're potentially looking to close out this game fairly fast. It is good at taking towers. You can punish the Storm as he moves into the jungle at like the level 4 or 5 mark.
Yeah,
do a lot to the tier 1.
Flash is still good. Like the hero isn't as contested as he used to be, but it still gives you that objective taking capability, something that they severely lacked that last game. They couldn't play the game really early on, so maybe overcompensating a little bit, but you do have a lot of, like Ricky said, and stats, just like stats men don't lie. The team fight will be overwhelming from Aster. I like that. You also get something to damage the Monkey King and Wukong's command as well, right? All the AoE damage, same goes for Weaver. It's solid. Can see it work.
Yep, magic damage as well. Follow up with the Death Prophet. I really felt like Death Prophet was just like an extremely weak version of the Leshrac, but I guess you have more survivability with the DP. Who got very good at bursting down Leshrac. Unless you have a save for the Lesh, I think it's done amazing. That's something that they're lacking at the moment.
Yep. And for DP, this could be what? Your offlane DP, your 5 DP for RNG? Yeah.
Yep.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Team Aster's turn to pick.
Interestingly, though, the 2 bans from Aster are carries. So they're expecting that not be playing either one of these 2 heroes. I think last pick carry, which would make for an awkward, I don't know, Troll 4 DP offlane, most likely, and Weaver 5, or Troll plus DP, sorry, Monkey plus DP offlane, and or Monkey plus Weaver offlane. We'll see.
What do you think the last pick on Aster is going to be?
Let me rewind. What do they need?
Position 4?
They need a support, right? Yeah, 4.
Rubik's still in the pool. I feel like he's pretty good here.
I like Rubik. I feel like that's a really good call. Wouldn't mind it for Oka.
Mm-hmm.
They get an edge instead.
That's a hero that we haven't seen too much of, and when people forget to counter out the camps, then it becomes super strong.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I mean, it's not the end all be all counter to it, but it is pretty good. The Dispel on his Jingle Master.
You may now
Yeah,
select your
yeah, I
heroes.
can see that working. The problem is if you're like in the lane, the way you're playing Enches, you usually want that creep, right? But the Dispel is nice, like you said. It's just, for me, it does feel a little bit awkward, and they go for the Life Stealer last pick into a Troll. That's an interesting.
When you say interesting, you mean you.
I usually mean used to be bad or something. Like that. Usually,
But you're professional.
I just say interesting to be more diplomatic. It's good with the Storm. They have the Storm Ball to roll in,
That's
right?
old school.
And Troll, old school, did used to be much better than he is right now versus Lifestealer. So they do have some things going for them. But Lifestealer, damn, that's a different one. Because of the Mars, right? Like, you can rage out and whatnot as well later on.
So predictions, I'll start with Neff.
I'll go with the RNG again, game number 2.
Okay. Go with Ricky second.
I'll go with Aster again. Game number
Go with
2.
Ricky third. One RNG, 2 Aster. Go in the distance. Games. I'll join you on that. I'll go Aster. Send it over. One RNG, 2 Aster. Go in the distance. Games.
Prepare.
I'll join
for
you on that. I'll go Aster. Send it over. Forecaster. It's gonna be a very handsome nomad. Black. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah. We'll see about that later.
Peacock, if you're watching this, please get out of the building. It's not safe. You have about 30 to 40 minutes until this game is over, by which I suggest you're at least 2 miles away from the building.
Hopefully we have no pause.
Just go charging out the door like, well. Let's maybe remember Peacock. He was a good man.
No, he's coming. Help. There is no help.
Alrighty, so we are indeed here with RNG versus Aster, game number 2 on the cards. Can Aster even things out and make it a 3-game series? Or is it going to be RNG taking home the GG in 2 Gs and 60 DPCs?
Yeah, well, Xnova is currently infiltrating enemy backlines. He wants to sabotage them from behind and get the sleep off. Oh my god, the last stun.
Oh, nails it.
All right, Aster won. Aster won. 1-1. Let's go next game.
Yep. And that's what happened last time, right? They got first blood, then they just won the game after that.
Yeah.
So,
and also they picked Lifestealer into Bane and then Troll, which is, as Lizard would put it, interesting.
Curious, indeed.
Peculiar.
Yes. We've had a few of these God King picks, which have just felt like interesting.
You reckon they're asking him what he wants, or?
I mean, maybe he's a Fortune Fire kind of guy. You know, he's like, if I can't play a good lifestealer in a game where it's not a good lifestealer game, then
I'm a bad player.
I'm a bad player. I need to prove myself. And it's like, bro, it's our game. We've got 60 DPC points in the line. He's like,
yeah,
I must forge myself in the fires.
They have like 5 AoE stuns and damages. Like, I want to play Slark here. Yeah. All right. Do you want to win too? Yeah.
I want to take home the mental victory. Very important.
To be fair, it would cause a lot of mental damage.
Yes, it would.
Which we all know, especially if you solo queue in Dota, is half the battle.
More than.
Probably more than, yeah. We had a great experience yesterday as well.
Yes, let's not get into that.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. All right, so how's this top lane look? We got Monet playing on the Troll Warlord, and we got Bavoka playing on the Enchantress versus Felix now on the Monkey King. He's going to show us how it's done after the disappointing Monkey King game we had last time around, and of course Chalice on the DP.
Yeah, this lane should be ridiculously strong. Like, Troll is one of the strongest lane carries, if not the strongest. And you have Enchantress as well, who is known.
The Jingu! Come on!
Dude, that is not worth the Jingu. He didn't even get it.
Oh my god. All
well, that is why Monkey King hates Troll and Enchantress in the lane.
Yeah.
You have your Jingu Bang, but can't get this charge zone. Even if you do, he can just enchant it off right away.
So what is Jingu Bang?
It's literally just translated into Monkey King bar.
Ah, okay.
And the bar is like, it can like stretch infinitely, right?
Yeah.
Which in this game is not quite true, but in the novel it's like, woo, anyway.
It's a Boundless Strike, right?
Yeah, but it's like only, what, 1,000 range?
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's...
And the novel is like literally
really
infinite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds a little OP.
He can go into the sky and whatnot.
Okay.
He rides a cloud, which he also does in this game. If you have the Arcana, yeah. Pretty law friendly there.
Okay. Well, maybe it should be infinite. I don't know. Maybe you should be able to get an axe and then just boundless across the map. Yeah.
You get like
boundless.
Yeah, you get your stacks from a hero somewhere. And, boom.
Attack anyone, anywhere. Perfect.
Well, yeah, like, what just happened? I got crit for 1,500. I'm pretty sure you just built 6 Rapiers instead of Fountain.
Yes, probably. I mean, that's what we saw at the Arc Warden once upon a time when he could be anywhere.
Yeah, I remember people abusing the hell out of that. And then after that was the Necro 3 abuse. And now no abuse possible.
Yep, the game is perfect, hence why no patch. Oh dear. Oh dear. Somnus getting his chip salted in the middle lane a little bit here by Ori and by PQ with a nice rotation in.
Chip salted?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not one I heard before.
Well, let's mix it up every now and again, you know, keep it fresh.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot of those. Out of any person I ever worked with, definitely the most.
Good, at least I excel at something.
Dude, you are so amazing.
Thanks.
I hope that sounded genuine. Because it was supposed to be. But I'm a kind of cold guy, you know. I have a hard time showing my emotions sometimes.
That's all right.
He slapped himself, not Xnova.
What a twist!
He's like, I got you, me! That looks so silly.
Now you get to walk back to base in shame.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
He was so far away from him too.
I don't know. That was an interesting one. It just kind of felt like panic, really. Like
he's getting the rune. He's getting the rune. Ah, he got the rune.
Yeah, you know, like how a tortoise kind of like goes into its shell whenever it's scared. It kind of felt like that.
Yeah. But
oh god, a weaver!
a bug. But as you can see, Lifestealer is a decent hero against Mars, but he just free farms anyway. A good stun.
Oh, yes.
And Bane is like, I'm here again.
Yep, and Somnus, he's in a bit of trouble here. Now, they don't have the stun this time around. The Weave's going to come in and take the Nightmare. Is that going to be enough to keep Somnus alive? I think it just well might be. Actually, he's going for the turnaround here. Electric Vortex under the tower, one down from PQ, but doesn't have the spells to bring down Somnus. Awfully close, but not quite enough in the tank.
Yeah, he's... You know, this is the moment where... If you're the contractor, you ask him to stand down a bit. It's becoming too obvious, Agent Bane. Meet me in the tower at 4:30. Oh, when they taking a lot of damage for BO3 too, but don't really have the damage without the Boundless Strike.
Yeah, it's an underwhelming lane, unfortunately, but...
Stupendous!
Ow!
Charles isn't doing terribly. He's not doing well, but he's not terribly.
Yeah, actually better than I thought he would, but as I said, 11 sticks. He's gonna be just fine.
The tower. I think the Monkey is doing a good job at keeping lane control here, or balancing the equilibrium somehow. Hard to tell.
Without that, the DP would be absolutely screwed. They're probably at level 2 or 3, can't touch the lane.
Yeah. He's also body blocking the hard camp every time as well, and that's going to make it very annoying for Baboka, who just wants a big fat creep.
Yeah, didn't luck out and find a Harpy yet. It's always the cheat code. Oh, we won the lane.
Very cool.
They're taking a lot of damage though from Baboka.
Oh, and X-Nova taking even more damage than that in the middle lane as the bug shell fall to Ori. Another kill in the bag for the GOAT.
Yep. He's just so angry on the Bane. Just always mid lane. Oh, you killed me. I want to sleep you again. Sleep you again and again. Oh, Chalice is probably just gone, huh?
Oh, their sun's not looking too good. Yeah, breaking the Spirit Siphon as well on the Enchantress. Only one source of healing, but it's doing a lot of work, but not quite enough. As that lovely Rainbow Spear comes flying on over and finishes off the life off the Death Prophet.
Yeah, the doubles though, a little bit too much to handle, especially once the Monkey King left the lane. And it's honestly a little bit odd to rotate around without Boundless Strike, because what can you really offer?
That.
And the Enchantress is like, hey Lash, you want some more creeps? Here.
Oh, thank you very much.
And Troll's like, what are you doing? I am the carry.
My creeps. Take your life.
But I mean, we said DP isn't doing too badly.
Yeah.
2.1k net worth is pretty poor down there.
Yeah.
And we all know poor DP. It's pretty tough to do because the hero is very reliant on running in, being able to get the Spirit Siphons off.
Oh boy, Weaver dead in the middle lane. Somnus just trying to sneak some creeps in before his tower falls, but I think that might be what's happening here with the Enchantress moving on over. No, actually they got to fortify.
I like the way Aster's playing around his mid lane a lot. Like, they're putting so much pressure on because they know they don't really have any tower pressure on RNG until DP6. So they're free to do this without really any punishment. And Monkey King DP, they will have a very hard time killing that troll, actually. He's too tanky, too fast.
Yeah, it's a bit of a maniac. We've already talked about how bad the matchups are, so they'll just leave Chalice alone for now in a 1v1 with Monet, which Monet will be absolutely fine about. Does lose a range creep here.
Yeah. Oh, there's another monkey. He's gonna try to cut a tree. Yeah, it's the wrong one. Lost the gamble.
Run, Felix. Run. Oh my god, he's playing a dangerous game here.
He just left like... he might be in trouble anyway, though.
Yeah, maybe. They've got the... oh my god, the Enchantress does so much damage with that impetus, but X-Nova coming on in here with Chalice. They're looking for a turnaround onto Baboka. Baboka losing its health here. Cryptstorm comes through and finishes the job, but was that really necessary?
I might argue, no, it was not.
But he did get the kill.
True, instead of the DP getting it, he got it.
Yep, and immediately died.
Very
Perfect.
spicy. Now they have Exorcism too because of the kill. And when they say, oh, I'm out, bye.
Yeah. It's close. My god. The
I did not expect that at all. Suddenly just takes 1,000 damage.
I mean, the ghosts weren't really hitting him that much at the very start, and then they were like, actually, no, we don't like you. Whoa, hold on, XXS.
He just solo killed him.
Wow, that's big. That is big.
He is so farmed on Mars, 4.2k net worth.
Yeah, he's been vibing down in the bottom lane. They both have, actually, and now someone's looking for a kill here onto the Bane, but the Bane with the lifetime going to keep himself alive a little bit longer. As Ori comes roaming in across, but the stun does miss, unfortunately, so Felix shall be the one to fall. And I think X-Nova could be... Oh my god, buddy, that is a little bit too close comfort. Tries to go for the D-ward. I think that was his just trying to squeeze a little bit of value out of his life there at the last minute, but not quite enough in the end.
Yeah, Haste Lash Truck is Icerock's finest creation. It's literally the only thing the hero lacks. Movement speed. Once you have that, you just run any hero down. Luckily, Somnus managed to dodge his stun, otherwise his 3 heroes dead. But he has already got his boots of travel at minute 9. He's so big on the Lash. And Mars is even bigger, which is a big problem.
Yeah. At least a Lifestealer has fun, but we've already said this isn't perhaps the most ideal Lifestealer game we've ever seen.
Into Bane, it's always rough as Lifestealer. Why is he's always there alone? This is like the 4th time.
Well, last time went pretty well for them, so, you know, just trying to rinse and repeat, you know. Why change a winning strategy? But alas, this time it wasn't a winning strategy.
What do you think Alanum is like writing down from this gameplay? Like, okay, slept himself, not the Weaver. Died 3 times at the same spot. Yeah, I might have to talk to him about that.
You know, maybe peaky, you know, tiebreakers, anxiety, you know. A lot of DPC points on the line here.
A little bit nervous, you think?
Mayhaps, mayhaps.
Yeah, you want to get him ready for the playoffs, the big deal, then.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you will play RNG again. I actually can't believe they play each other 3 times just straight up.
Yep. Let's run it back, lads. Run it back.
No, to be fair, there is going to be quite a long break in between this and the next series, so
I hope they only scrim each other in that time as well.
that would be so good.
20 games back to back, 3 of which are officials.
You do like an interview with them? Yeah, we scrimmed them like every day, 4 BO3s.
What do you think would even happen to the drafts? You know, it's like, and of course, you know, they're going to first phase the techies here. The response to the Pudge, of course. You know, it's these guys have really figured each other out and created their own meta.
They play against another team. It's like, oh, they're picking normal heroes again.
Yes.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Man, Storm is criminally, is there a word? Criminally poor. That's what I wanted to say.
Criminally poor. Sure, it works.
Oh, the Fiend's grip against Lifestealer. Who would have thought is good?
Well, apparently not God King, but unfortunately he does end up going down here as he gets a little bit too aggressive in the top lane. I mean, in the bottom lane, sorry. He's been left alone here for a very long time, just kind of doing his own thing, and yeah, sometimes just let your guard down like that and you get caught out.
That was really cocky. Like, hitting a hero under the tier 1, he's like, yeah, they're not gonna respawn. Oh, I'm slept.
Good night.
That's what I hate about Bane though. As soon as you're slept, you know you're done.
Yeah.
Most of the time. It's like,
No, but counterplay. Maybe Nightmare should have like a mini game you could play to get out of it, so you could at least do something.
Yeah, like a WASD kind of thing. Like you have to attack the Nightmare.
Navigate the Nightmare.
Yeah.
And
or you just pick Silencer.
Yep, RNG have got a Nightmare which they have to navigate in this game, that's for sure. Nightmare
yeah, I mean, there's just so many problems to deal with. Like, Troll, you're actually happy when you ask that Troll is... I mean, obviously you want it to be richer, but out of the 3 cores, he has the least impact right now, so you don't mind that he's poor. Lash and Moss are going to be the pace setters, so you really want them to be farmed, and they are so big compared to the DP and Storm. He's not going to have Orchid until like minute 16. It's really late for a Storm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, he has no mana, no mana!
Oh no, he didn't quite make it up. The little boy that couldn't quite get up the stairs.
Did you think he thought like that thing counts as obscured vision? Oh, this would be also the DP. Bye.
Bye-bye. 2 heroes dead, 2 cores dead. Aster just running around the map killing whoever they want, wherever they want, however they want to do it. So it's getting a little bit rough here, Black.
Yeah. Let's be real though, that little stat where Somnus died, you shouldn't be able to see through it, right?
I mean, we see how thin some of these trees are, right? Like, look at that little tree in the river there. That's tiny. You can't hide behind a giant statue, but you can hide behind that tree.
Yeah.
It's always the silliest thing when you see like a Tide Hunter or like an Underlord hiding behind that tree, and you're just like, really, bro?
How is that possible? Dota would be so next level if like model sizes would play a role when it comes to vision too.
Yeah, that would be cute. Just give them some buffs elsewhere, and then
yeah. Kind of like in fighting games where the heavier the character is, the faster they get grounded, so you can't combo them as much. But the hitboxes are bigger.
True.
So it's always a plus and a minus, you know. It should be the same in Dota. Like a Weaver, super tiny, you just hide anywhere.
More complexity. So that's what
we don't have enough of it.
We love it. We love it. I mean, that's what we love. That's why we all fell in love with the game. Why every patch which comes out and it's like, here, have some shards. We're just like, eat that up.
Thank you very much. Consumable Agonum Scepter.
Tiny
So the Bane.
Yeah, he's nightmares himself, which might buy him a little bit of time, but probably not enough, though. He's staying alive for the big. Chalice coming in, though, grabbing those Spirit Siphons and getting one kill. And actually, Monet, oh my god, that was close. Gets off the ultimate at the very last minute, trying to turn around here, and they're going to be able to kill off Chalice.
Still alive,
Monet,
still alive.
though, he's going to have to run himself away, but both with the heals, they keep him alive, and they get a spear out onto Somnus. He's gone as well. How on earth did Aster turn that one around?
Well, Troll is such a hit or miss hero. Like, if he doesn't get that ult off with 1 health, he is literally just dead in the team fight. The only reason they stuck around is because they wanted to kill a Troll, right? Which gave Lesh enough time to come back into the fight.
My god, I mean, watch this on the Troll. Watch this on the Troll.
How much HP did he have? It must have been like 10 or something.
Nothing.
Yeah. Again, the DP started doing so much damage.
What?
How much was it? 2?
I could barely see. I mean, it's hard to tell because when the ulti goes off, obviously he hit 0 at the same time. But he must have been mashing his R key so hard here. In fact, I'm kind of surprised they're not pausing to get a fire extinguisher to put the fire from the kinetic energy from him just spamming his R key so quickly.
He's just powering all of China by himself right now.
He really is. New form of energy detected.
Yeah, I mean, this was the fight that you were looking to really crush. And Lifestealer wasn't part of it, was he? He was farming.
Yeah, I think he was hit. I'm not really too sure, but I don't recall seeing him in the fight.
Oh, and Weaver just gets taken out too. It's just too much damage coming out right now. Too much lockdown as well. He doesn't even have a blink dagger. Yeah, I know, but that is indeed what happened. But you can see the difference, right, between the mid and the offlane being really rich and the carry being very rich. A rich carry, you like to see it, but he doesn't really contribute as much.
To these early fights, yeah.
Imagine if the Storm was the one there instead of the Lifestealer, like the Troll would have been dead.
100%, yeah, 100%. It's puts them in a bit of position where RNG is struggling to make the plays, but it so nearly went well for them.
So nearly, yeah, but then it all didn't. Like, Lifestealer needs to join the fights now on God King. Like, he's gonna be able to fight because you're the strongest hero. Without you, you're missing like almost half your net.
Literally, yeah. Though to be a fickle mistress sometimes.
Yeah, and now Troll is like, well, I was behind, but now I got Battle Fury, so I'm catching back up, no problem.
Yep. And Mars now takes his seat once again on the top of the podium when it comes to net worth. He's balling out of control.
Yeah.
What's he actually got on the Mars?
He went Armlet and then Blink Dagger, I believe. You're going actually into BKB first, before Blink Dagger.
Okay. Armlet, BKB.
Yeah, makes sense. You got the Eul Scepter on Lash to initiate, you got the Bane to potentially set up for you. Once you have that BKB, you literally just run in and kill the DP. There's no counterplay. Yeah, you can't touch that Enchantress. A little bit too tanky. And he's going Orchid actually against the Storm, so someone's not gonna feel too happy about that. Even more ways of locking him down.
Wait, who's going Orchid?
The Ench.
Really? The plus 5 Enchantress is going for an Orchid?
He also has it.
What a baller.
Yeah, he literally needs one more component.
Oh, okay. Bane just says hello to X-Nova in the bottom lane. Oh, ulti committed from the Troll as well. Yeah. Guess they don't like X-Nova.
Yeah, because you're just gonna be busy farming anyway. Or you have night vision on Bane for some reason, and DP does not. So DP didn't actually see the Bane.
Yeah. It makes sense for Bane to have night vision. I'm not sure it makes sense for Death Prophet to have night.
Yeah.
He's literally the embodiment of nightmares, right?
Why does Sniper have 1800 night vision though? Literally full night vision.
He's got those glasses on, which are actually enchanted with a magical night vision spell.
And dwarves are very magical, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Read the lore, guys. Come on.
Smoke break position once more. Are they gonna fall for it? They see him under the wall.
Yep, they're going on the Bane here. Going on the Bane as they... this guy's dead. He's got an Orchid on him.
Bye.
See ya. God King looking for a bigger target right now. Not holding the Rage just yet. Now we'll use it to try and get out of the arena, though he's not actually sure if he wants to or not. Gonna jump inside Chalice here. Hitch a little ride real quick.
Nice rule setup by Chalice. If he gets speared there, he's definitely dead.
Yeah. Do you feel like God King should have kept fighting there, or do you think going back was the right move?
It's very risky to just run in because there is a lot of burst damage coming from the Mars and Lash, and you don't really have any save on the side of RNG, so...
Yeah.
Or Thundo. And no allies.
Just seeing if he maybe pops a rune instantly, he could maybe purge it off him, I guess. Obviously, he would rather get there himself first, but alas, 'twas not the case.
Finally something going the way of RNG, but of course, Aster is still quite far ahead. And Lifestealer, as we said, it's not going to be easy for him. Like, he will need the Storm to cancel the Bane grip or jump on him first. So, it's going to be tough team fights for sure.
It's a long shopping list of things they need to deal with on the side of RNG before they can find that ideal fight. One of those things is controlling the Bane, another one is making sure this troll just doesn't rip through their entire team with one ultimate.
Yeah, and now Ench also has Orchid and like 40 gold, so Storm jumping in, you're probably not going to get out of there until you get your BKB.
I imagine they'll see this coming on RNG, but there's always that possibility where they're just not checking the Enchantress, but I don't think that's going to be the case with these guys.
Not at this level of play. There's
Okay.
no way. Yeah, I hope at least.
See anyone being caught out by this sneaky Orchid pickup.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'd imagine once the troll finishes the BKB, he's just going to be looking to go straight for the Roshan, because they know Storm right now is no threat. If you just stick together, don't get picked off around the map.
Dire's bottom
Did they sleep X-Nova again? They did.
Oh, X-Nova, my sweet boy.
He's just getting assaulted from everywhere. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least it's the position 5 dying and not someone else, you know. It's always that silver lining to the cloud, but Roshan, oh my goodness, this is going to be a quick one. Aster into the Roshan, taking the Aegis. RNG just not in the neighborhood to even consider defending this Rosh.
Yeah, and there's your Orchid on the edge. Good luck, Storm.
Yep. And now we have Aegis on my personal favorite Aegis carrier, Leshrac. I actually prefer this one over Storm.
Really?
Yeah, probably because I'm bad, but also because I feel like just running into the middle of a team fight, popping all your spells and dying and then doing it all again sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it does, but that's why it's a good on Storm, right?
Yeah, but Storm's always got an escape plan, right? He can always get out. Leshrac, he's a hard committal kind of guy.
I mean, I don't disagree. Lesh with Aegis can be absolutely game-winning. Ooh, is he gonna find the Storm? He didn't get him. Zahandu!
Oh no, he gets off the Rage, but unfortunately, Rage gets all... Oh no, Science comes across from the side here. RNG actually looking to take this fight. They've taken down the Bane, get some revenge. However, the Lifesteal taking so much damage. He's going to fall. Chalice as well, also going to go down here. Aster, they just turn it around and whomp poor old RNG off the face of the map. Felix, he's trying to fight up here, but unfortunately only position 4, can't really do much. Storm will come in and claim the Aegis at the very least from the Leshrac, but not really enough, and I mean, it's only Baboka. It's not that threatening.
He's the same level as the Storm, though.
Right?
They're both level 14. Baboka is so massive. He has the same net worth as DP almost. Gonna land the spear. Not even gonna try it.
Baboka. What a guy.
He's a guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like him and Jin-Q would be very good friends if they weren't on opposite teams. Maybe they're good friends anyway. Yeah, I don't want to...
Happens a lot in China, actually. Like you, on the battlefield, you're fierce competitors.
Yep.
But then, once it goes to the karaoke bar, you sing along, a nice duet.
Fierce duos.
Yeah.
Lasting out some beats. They love karaoke in the East, don't they?
They do.
I mean, we love karaoke, but nothing compared to... and they take it very seriously, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, in China we'll go like pretty much once a week or so.
Wow.
Yeah, they love to sing, and a lot of them sing very well.
Yeah. And then there's you.
I don't sing, because I know it's going to be awful. I don't want to embarrass anyone.
That's very nice of you, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to make anyone's ears bleed, exactly. I'm well aware of my strengths and weaknesses, you know.
Nice.
Singing is not one of them.
Yeah. See, I'm aware of my weakness, but I choose to do it anyway, so...
the selfish approach.
Yes. Oh, X-Nova's dead again.
Yeah.
That was just not like, wow. I mean, do you want to see it again, guys? I can just play one of the previous clips back. Like, it's happened about 10 times already as we move in to the top lane here. The Leshrac's actually getting very, very low here. Can they finish him off? Grip comes down on his Chalice, but it's not going to make a difference. Yule's out there, keeping him alive. This go is going to fall finally as Chalice gets off the Crypt Swarm, but they've also killed off Somnus on the sidelines here. And God King, he's not really too sure what to do with himself. He's just going to back himself away. Meanwhile, Sleep is out onto Chalice, who's continuing to chase here, but in comes a spear from the side. And they're going to be able to clean up that one as well. It is 4 heroes dead on the side of RNG in total. Meanwhile, Aster, they do lose the Leshrac, but that is going to be about it.
Yeah, it feels like...
Look at the damage he got off there as well, despite being on no health the entire fight.
Yeah, I mean, you just do that while using yourself, right? All the damage around him. I mean, Leshrac is farmed like this, and you're not farmed enough, like RNG isn't. It's so hard to actually kill him without him just killing you. They're all just waiting around him. He's gonna come down eventually, and when he does, we're gonna kill him. Oh, we all took like a 1,000 damage.
Yeah.
And then the troll cleaned up the Storm, who used all his mana to try and kill the Lesh. I think the Lifesteal wasn't even part of that fight at all. Again.
He was.
He was?
Yeah, he was in that one, but he was just kind of having troubles with Boba on the side.
He was fighting the Eng? Well, that's
Yes.
the one target you cannot fight. Like, at all.
Yeah, it's
Like, you need to be able to just infest the storm, jump the ledge together. If they are there together, he's dead instantly.
unfortunate, but time does go on.
Yeah, but he's really got to be paying more attention to that, because if you lose one more fight like this, Troll is very, very strong at just taking the base out. And they have a Leshrac as well.
Yeah, they've got so much building damage and so much hero damage as well. Just damage of all kinds of variety here.
Yeah, it's a very well-rounded draft.
Feels great.
I'm really surprised that they like first faced the Troll and they didn't really answer it at all.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say he's got pretty good matchups.
Yeah, no, it's seeming like a great Troll game so far. He hasn't really struggled.
Ooh.
Tries to guess the tree. Doesn't quite get it right there, XXS, but, you know, you miss 100% of the spears you don't throw.
I gotta be careful.
Yeah, this could go bad. The sleep and the grip on the backlines here. PQ just doing some heavy lifting as they get the kill onto Somnus. They will lose the Bane, but it's such a good price to pay as they'll move in towards the Lifestealer. He will fall as well. God King is dead. Long live the True King, which is a Troll Warlord in this game.
Yeah. Actually, I just realized Lifestealer went for BKB, which is not a bad item, but it doesn't answer the problem at all. Like, who's gonna answer the Troll now? It was supposed to be Lifestealer's job. But to begin with, the matchup isn't very good.
Yeah.
And then you itemize in a way where you don't answer him at all, and this is what happens. Troll just hit him with a basher, and he's like, oh, I guess I used my BKB, but can't do a whole lot with it.
Would you rather seen like a Halberd or something like that?
Yeah, for sure. Because like he's the only one that can really deal with the Troll, and then you leave it to Storm and DP to deal with the rest around you. Because like, if you don't deal with him, who does? You?
I can't do anything, unfortunately.
Oh.
I'm a cast. I can curse him, maybe. Let's try. Troll's having the best game of his life. What a gamer. Absolutely no mistake so far. And it doesn't work when you do it deliberately, though. We all know this.
Yeah. Like, you can't force it. You can't force it.
No.
It has to be natural.
Alas, no helping RNG at this point. They are in a hole. Digging upwards is not an option.
It's 14k advantage only, but if you are quote-unquote outdrafted like this, it really just feels much more insurmountable than that. Especially if Bane gets played like in the last time. He just gets his super good sleep on the Storm.
So good.
Like, God King had the chance to actually wake him up with the Rage and let him play, but I guess he just had like a lapse in concentration, which easily happens sometimes. But
yeah, just wanted to kill the Bane as quickly as possible. Felt like, you know, three shots should do the job, but unfortunately the entire team has arrived by the time he's finished that third shot. So yes, it's a kill, but unfortunately your two lockdown heroes are now just absolute meat to the side of RNG, and they are the meat blenders. Gonna turn them into a lovely meat smoothie.
But now finally the first taxi bomb, as we like to call it. XXS, is he gonna be the victim of it?
Nani? Oh.
That is just sad.
That wasn't anime at all, was it, Black?
No.
I was fishing for the anime comeback, but the arc is yet to be completed.
XXS was like, I saw it from a mile away.
Yeah.
Does the glass move?
Pushes up the glasses.
Yeah.
You'll have to do better than that.
Baka. Well, top tower is in fact gone without any answer whatsoever. And Aster's like, all right, we are out, out.
Chalice Yules the Troll.
Very impactful.
Yes, it slowed it down by approximately 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Well, 2.5 to be exact.
Thrice the torment.
But unfortunately, time marches on. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana.
Roche responds in 40 seconds.
Who's going to take it, though?
Well, not RNG. That's...
I mean, we never know.
I mean, honestly, they could like, there's just no way that Aster would ever not scout it, you know, like a sneak smoke or something, it's not going to happen.
They're already set up for it, and it's still like 30 seconds till it's going to be up.
Another 5-man smoke, the second one. This time's going to work.
This time, RNG. Can they do it?
With the BKB Lifestealer. Like, it just feels so underwhelming.
They're not even infest bombing this time. And the smoke gets popped. And they see the troll ward. And they're panicking. Run.
Up.
This way. That way. Okay, down. Yep. Okay, perfect. We've got a ward down.
You think they realized they got unsmoked? It didn't act like they did.
Well, they're going to turn around and look at Monet here, but immediate stun comes down onto Lycia. Somnus taking a damage straight off the back. They've got the monkey in the backlines. XXS claims that kill as Monet just starts tearing the lifesteal apart. Infest into Chalice, trying to get away, but the grip onto the Storm from the high ground. How did he even do that? GG's are called. Oh my god, PQ having an absolute blinder of a performance in this second game as they even out the series on Aster.
Yeah, I love those GGs, you know, like when half your team is still alive, you GG out already because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But we all saw it coming. I don't know why RNG drafted the way they did. Like that last pick lifesteal was so odd, right? Like against Troll, against Bane, two heroes he hates playing against. It's a God King special, you know, he likes his lifestealer.
Watch the world burn. breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed. Let me bleed. Let me. All of the pain seems to follow like a shadow, dark and cold to the touch. Am I insane not to let go? Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed. Let me.
I mean, look, on the panel you have, I don't know what this is, like some mix between Hawaii and the bolo tie, like a Southern American who just went to vacation. You get like some lumberjack slab boy, and then you get the weebie.
5 seconds remaining.
Probably the best dressed here.
Dota brings everybody together. That's
My
what we're learning.
Sharingan eye lets me see picks before they happen.
I have
Guess
no
this
idea what
first
that
pick
meant,
right now.
but
Let's see
Queen
how
of
well
Pain,
the eye
RNG.
works. Queen of Pain?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, don't you steal that
Well,
one again, or do you
great.
leave it?
No, they're going to go back to the Queen of Pain in this game. Up.
Where's the troll? Are we seeing the troll?
Radiant team pick.
Once again from Aster first phase.
I'm not crazy about the troll being picked up at the beginning of a draft. Becomes too easy to counter the hero out if you do that.
Yeah, like they did last game.
Apparently
They
not.
countered it hard.
I mean,
They
not
played
last
4D
game.
chess, picked it first, like, yeah, counter us. And they were just like, how do we do this?
Sometimes you just throw a problem at them, right? And it confuses.
Yeah.
It's super effective.
Throwing Confuse Ray at him.
Do you think they'll take a Storm Spirit alongside the Silencer to begin the draft?
It would be solid. It's something that they love picking as well. Silencer against the Bane is extremely good, and then you get the Storm on top of that. Sure, I wouldn't mind it. They get a quap instead.
Like, wow.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you.
10
You know,
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I like the just continue that tandem before Silencer really covers quap.
Team
They like each
Aster's
other a
turn
lot.
to
Queen of
ban.
Pain jumps in, or if she gets caught, he can just use that global, help the girl out, help her blink away.
We've seen this a couple times, the Silencer, where it just plays the best type of gameplay. I have buyback, I have global silence, wait for Fiend's Grip. If I die, I will buy back.
I'm surprised they picked up the Mars alongside the Bane when they already have the Silencer they're playing against, because it could really botch an arena initiation that you're trying to do if you're the entire team just global silence the moment the arena comes out.
5 seconds
It's a safe pick outside of that. It does fairly well no matter what you're leaning against a lot of the time. There's a couple heroes that counter it, but even then you're providing a lot to the team fights after the laning phase ends. You don't come out on top. XXS has had a decent tournament with it so far as well.
They just demolished them with that, right?
Yeah.
So.
I am surprised that it was the Bane who was the MVP in the last game and not Enchantress. Babuka ended up getting a 19-minute Orchid on the position for Enchantress.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's more of a report than an MVP.
Are you a position 5 player?
No, I actually love Ange on 4-5 offlane mid, whatever the hell.
Are you upset that you don't get to build Orchids?
Dude, I build whatever, and I get reported a lot. So. No, it's fine, right? Like getting that Orchid on her, if you need it, whatever utility you need, she can get it. To your point about taking Mars into Silencer, like what do you pick then? If you have that mindset, like whatever you pick, you're gonna get any kind of a team fight will get interrupted. At least if you drop that arena, the arena is already there.
Yep.
Right? It's not like a global or a grip. Black hole or a grip.
Yep.
Like you pop those, he globals, you're done. But with an arena, at least you have it already, and then you can fight off of that. Pop some BKBs. Yep. Yesterday they didn't, so
Team Aster's turn to pick.
I feel like Chalice's interview backfired a little bit as well, as he was like, yeah, let them pick Mars, we'll pick Pango every time. Yeah. Nope, not anymore, bro.
Oh, let me reveal my hand.
Oh.
Here you go.
They revealed the Tusk. Your thoughts on this one? I think it's an amazing save from the Bane. It's decent against the Mars as well. It's great setting up kills around the map, but then here with Jump, Queen of Pain obviously quite good at that one.
Hopefully played better than what we saw last night.
Makes Quap a little bit more versatile as well.
Yeah. One of the
Who
most...
was playing Tusk?
No, man. Yeah, it went really well. They were doing Tusk Slardar combos.
What do you think they'll take alongside the Tusk here? Viper is one of the most popular heroes to run in conjunction with it. It's okay against the Mars.
Yeah, DP was the most popular actually as well.
That kind of fell off towards the back half of this.
Team Aster's turn to pick.
They just have so many. I don't think that you need to pick this Tusk and then be like, yeah, we need to get a good combo with the Tusk, right? It's just a position forward that's a standalone good hero, and it already puts Quap in a place in which she can be even the offlane, right? Like any kind of position tree with that struggles with heroes that get on top of her. Love having Shakers, Tusks with them in the lane. But yeah, we'll see. I think Quap's still mid. They get a Timber. Now that's a guy that literally, back to my point, doesn't benefit from Tusk at all.
No.
Right? Like it's fine, but it's not
5 seconds remaining.
like that tag team suddenly becomes, yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Quap mid with the Tusk rotating or Shaker rotating is extremely scary. Now you have to think about the heroes that you're getting. I still feel that Puck was pretty good, but you are playing it into a Silencer, so you kind of have to adapt to that.
You need something with an escape for your mid lane, otherwise you're going down to the Tusk and the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
Radiant team ban. Team Aster's turn to ban.
We are going to run that has that escapability here because, I mean,
For Aster?
Yeah.
Yeah, Void Spirit, Ember Spirit,
Yeah.
Puck. Like literally these three heroes. I feel like either one of these.
You have to wait till level 6 on the
5 seconds
Ember Spirit, though,
remaining.
before you're able to get out.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Tusk
the-
is going to start rotating fairly early because he's not going to be sitting in the lane with the Timber Saw, otherwise he just saps his XP.
That's all true, but the lane is just good versus Squab. Maybe Lina? They get rid of
With
the
the
Ember
Ember.
instead. Just probably the best out of them with the lane.
10
I think
seconds
Lina
remaining.
is an option. No, she's not an option because she's banned. Yeah, never mind.
You'd be
5
far enough
seconds
back that the
remaining.
Queen of Pain and the Tusk wouldn't be that much of an issue, though.
Yep.
So
It's
that's,
good with Mars as well, right? Good lane versus Squab.
excellent points there.
What do you think, Naf? Is it Puck or is it Void Spirit? Or is it something third, like a Lash that they had or something crazy? Out of the box.
I would like to
Lash is
see.
banned.
I'd like to see a
Radiant
Puck.
team pick.
Windrunner.
No, please no.
Okay.
Please
I
no.
tried.
And a nice try, B-Cop.
Migrate down to a
Ooh.
D.
But not for RNG, but for Aster instead.
10
Why is it a good
seconds
pick?
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And he stacks, then it works. But a lot of time
Yeah.
he's going to have his stacks first, or he's just going to move out of your corrosive haze.
I guess it can work. It feels like Aster is definitely moving away from the normal meta picks on mid and into these Lashes and Vipers mid. You know, like the completely different play style. Their draft looks solid. I like everything that they've got. I don't know. The Viper, for me, it feels like, okay, we can't pick anything into a silencer. Let's just pick a Viper. And he's
Yep.
going to do his thing no matter what. I'm not the biggest fan of that sort of king, but it can work for
Choose
sure.
your hero.
One way RNG is going to struggle here is whether or not they have enough damage to put into these Aster heroes, as Wraith King, Mars, Viper, all quite tanky. And at the moment, I mean, there's your answer. That's a lot of damage there, but the Mars is going to counter that one out in the late game. Pressure Orb.
The B-Cop wanted to say TB, yeah?
I was just thinking of God King terribly back when he played for Newbie. I was
Uh-huh.
like, they're gonna pick it. They're gonna.
Yeah, I could see it. Like,
It was calculating in my brain, and then I was just like, I was wrong with the Windrunner.
I saw it with my Sharingan eye that you would have said it,
keep
but then I
quiet over
stopped
here.
you ahead of time. So I would. Yeah, exactly.
he's a host
I
here.
make
He doesn't
myself
have to.
not look
Yeah.
hard. Very easy. I like the terribly pick. It rounds it out pretty well. Okay, Viper pick, guys.
Also rounds around there well, right? Both of the drafts looking pretty solid, maybe the closest yet, I'd say.
That's what game threes are all about. 2 stops, game 3.
We
it
see who
even.
really is.
Who's really gonna win this?
I mean, it's interesting that we end up here. RNG look a little bit shaky to start things out, and Aster, they looked amazing a lot of this DPC season. Then all of a sudden, they drop a couple of games. Now they're tied all at risk of the RNG here after just winning the IWO as well. But this game 3 should be solid. I really like the picks, but
Where you going?
I do prefer Aster.
Aster?
I'll go with the TB. No.
RNG, sorry.
Yeah.
Sure, RNG.
Prepare for battle.
I'll go with the TB. No.
RNG, sorry.
Yeah.
Sure, RNG.
Prepare for battle.
All you have to do is let
Is it the team or the draft? Okay.
And I'm going to go Aster. And with that, we'll send it to our casters, to our 2 lovely casters, Nomad and Black.
Yeah, I'm wondering why why do you think he's making reparations here for his previous comments?
He is lucky because, as I previously said, if he makes one more remark, I would not have been here. Would have probably dragged him. Collar.
Okay, all right, getting very graphic
enter the
here,
game, let's go.
Blackbirds. Yes, indeedy,
Yeah, sorry.
indeedy. Let's alrighty, so we have RNG versus Aster game number 3 on the cards, the final match of the first season of at least the leagues before the playoffs start. Those are going to be very fun as well, but yeah, last competitive Dota we're going to have for a little while, I suppose.
From China, at least. Or is
think
this
all the
the last game?
regions ended. Yeah.
Last game of any season?
I'm
or
pretty
any region?
sure all the other regions have ended. Yeah, we're the final ship, just pulling into the harbor right now.
As always.
As always.
Save the best for last. Yeah! Two wacky drafts to go up, though, against each other. Which one like better? Terrorblade or...
I like Aster's draft a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the Timber Saw makes it really wacky. Wishy-washy, washy-wishy for me.
Agreed. I don't know. I like this Viper pick. I feel like it does a lot. I like the, I think Bane's good. They've answered it with a silencer. We've seen this before, and it's not really. I'm not really sold on it. It doesn't really butter my crumpet quite.
Yeah, we'll see if your crumpets will be buttered later on.
We will. If Aster win, then they will. If RNG win, then. Not that I'm biased, but I'm just saying that I favor Aster's draft, and I like being right, as we all do.
Yeah. He actually skills Shadow Strike because he knows there's no corrosive skin because he just used poison attack. Wow, so smart.
Smart man Somnus.
They call him Simonus.
Somnus?
Yeah, which
Why?
stands for smart Somnus.
Ah, I see.
You'll have to get used to that when you're casting with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm not the brightest tool in the shed.
You've a brain full of Dota stuff, not much room for much.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
It's kind of like Lizard, a lot of muscle, but
Yeah, spent a bit too much time in the gym, not enough time in the library.
yeah,
Yeah. It's a shame, but
happens sometimes.
he's a nice guy at least.
He's a nice guy, yeah.
Got that guy for him. I think he hears that a lot. You're very nice, but... Thanks, Nova. Taking some hits here, but I mean, he did get off the juicy two-man cut, so all's well.
And two-man reflection as well.
Yeah. Don't go close to each other, guys.
Yeah, the lane is actually a lot stronger with Terrorblade than it used to be since they changed it to the AoE reflection again for 5 seconds, level 1. Pretty damn good spell. And he's having a decent lane already. And honestly, it shouldn't get too much harder probably, because the beetles are very annoying if you have low armor, but TB has very high armor.
He does.
Because he's a demon from hell.
Yes, so he doesn't look armored, but his skin is very tough.
Yeah. Is he from the Hells? He's from the Hells of Hell, right?
Foul. Yeah. It's the hell of hells, I think.
Well, Ori is in a little bit of trouble here. Tag team is a lot of damage.
There, he's taking some heavy hits here, trying to trade with Felix, but Ori will be dropping, but they will get the trade with Felix at least, but very, very bad trade for the side of Aster, unfortunately, as the Viper going down there, definitely favoring Somnus hugely.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be counter matchup, but now the CS are going to be even, and he has the first blood advantage, of course.
Golly.
A kill like that can determine the entire outcome of the game, even if you look back at it.
It's going to see the ward, it's going to see... Oh, great,
he sees it just in time. He was about to walk past it.
Yeah, but he quells the tree, finds the ward, saves the day. Boca, the hero of the people.
Indeed. Just like last game. More farm than the enemy offlaner.
Yeah, having a wild time on that Enchantress.
Mid lane is going a lot worse than I thought it would, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit worrying, but that's what happens when you dish out the first blood on Aster. A great rotation in from the Tusk as well. I mean, this is a Felix speciality, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, though, China has so many great Tusk players and plus 4 players in general, it feels like.
Yeah.
That it's definitely a very strong Tusk region.
Indeed, yes. Similar to the conversation we were having about the Morphling in series in the game 1.
Yeah. Is Tusk picked a whole lot in other regions? I'm actually not quite sure about that.
I don't believe so. I mean...
Maybe after they watch the Chinese region, it will be then. Because what Xingqiu did with his Tusk was very, very fun to watch. And
indeed. It was nuts. Mike Tyson Tusk. Probably the favorite thing we've seen in the DPC so far.
Oh, Boboka?
Wait. Oh dear. He is.
He had Tsukushi, he just didn't want to use it because of the curse, I guess.
Yep. The power of the curse. Was he dead either way there, I guess?
Potentially.
Potentially.
I mean, at least I would have tried to run away. But it's me. I'm a scaredy cat.
Yeah, he faces his fears. Meanwhile, in the river, we've got a bit of kerfuffle taking place. Summoner's forced to blink away. I mean, that is a good thing, right? Like, you stack up a few poisons and then the Queen of Pain is going to yeet herself out of there.
Yeah, but you know what's not a good thing? Viper skilling to completely dominate lane and losing the lane. That is not okay. You want to have, like, Netatoxin at least. But if you're investing skill points into skin as well as poison attack, you gotta win that lane.
Yeah, and right now that's just not happening. Summoner's pulling pretty damn far ahead. Doing very, very well across the board, really, as Baboka gets some revenge in the jungle, finds X-Nova, brings him down. Right, 1-for-1 now between these two. See how this rivalry develops.
Yeah, and he didn't lose to Int because he didn't skill the glaives, of course.
Ah.
Which a lot of people don't know. It's actually tied to the glaives.
Not retroactive.
Not retroactive, it's not patch. It really should be, though. Suddenly you just like lose 20 in the team
When
fight.
he levels it up, yeah. Goodbye.
Storm's out of mana, guys. I did the thing.
Play against Wraith King, just suddenly... Oh, I'm not respawning. XXS. Oh, beautiful Jukes. But not beautiful enough.
It's gonna look
maybe beautiful enough.
Felix is here too.
Yep, he's got the tag team coming out. This Mars is very tanky, but not quite there. Felix gets the kill as they bring down the Mars in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Terrorblade is having a very good game. On the other hand, though, Timbersaw is having a pretty rough game. Like, Timbersaw is a hero that generally wants to snowball, and being behind against the Wraith King. Eventually, you will find that lane no matter what, but you really want to be winning that lane. Not, you don't have to catch up again.
Peaky, just kind of coming into the mid lane here.
He's just dead.
Doing a spot of dying, unfortunately.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
the deny comes out. All right. Bit of styling going on. Ori turning around to summon this here as well. You want to fight me? Come fight me.
He's actually maxing Shadow Strike against the Viper. That is so uncommon.
Yeah.
Because most of the people wouldn't skill Shadow Strike at all, just max Scream and Blink. But he really wants to take it to Ori, especially after the first blood.
I suppose so, but... Yeah, I mean, it's a powerful ability, especially since the healing aspect. Maybe that kind of counterbalances the matchup like we've seen previously.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But the corrosive skin damage is probably cancelled out by it, so it does make sense. And if you're winning lane with it, why not?
Yeah. Go for it.
Perfect, of course.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, X-Nova is in a spot of difficulty, by which I mean he's absolutely dead. XXS might be falling to the grave, though, if they can get the follow-up damage. The Bane coming in across, though, going to help out his little buddy. And God King will not be able to run down this Mars. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, oh my goodness, that's going to be a whole world of hurt coming into Ori here. Sumnus, is he going to survive through it? Yes. Looks like he is.
Another decent trade. Sure, you get the tusk, but you rather kill the Viper than anything.
Yeah, this Viper pick is not working out. I mean, you pick the Viper for one reason and one reason alone. You want to dominate that lane, and that's not happening.
Yeah, at least the net worth is still even, which in itself, of course, is a loss. But it's not like he's completely crushed, so he will be able to probably just skill Netatoxin and
Hello, Chalice.
And he doesn't have Timber Chain at all. He's just dead.
Yeah, there's also no Netatoxin on the Viper, but it doesn't matter. Chalice is going to get brought down regardless. No Timber Chain, no way out of that one.
That is very unusual, right? At least you have one level.
This is Chalice. He doesn't run away.
Yeah, he went double level in Q.
Wait, you saw his Tidehunter game?
Ori again. No, you can't die again.
No, just being followed around by Felix and Somnus. I mean, Mone's going to come in and at least get them one return kill. But again, if Felix keeps dying for Ori like this, he's going to be chuffed about that.
We know how much he likes to sleep.
Yeah, Peaky once again sending heroes to sleep. It's his brand at this point.
It really is, and Somnus should be just fine. No Tsukushi for a while.
Probably gonna drop down pretty low.
That one Shadow Strike tick actually saved them there. The 30 HP he got from it.
Was that necessary, that change? It just feels like such a bonus to Queen of Pain's laning phase.
Yeah, which was already always the selling point of the hero.
Yeah.
It's like, you're really good at lane, but now you're really, really good at lane.
And then Aster like, haha, we pick Viper to counter your laning phase. And
you still lose.
Queen's like, yeah, I don't have counters anymore. I am the queen.
Yeah. Well, big credit, of course, to Felix for that, but...
Yes, it wasn't. If it wasn't for the Tusk's rotations, none of this would have been possible. Credit to him.
Scouting for some stacks, getting in some deep wards. Yep. And gonna go on a Viper again. 3 heroes. They don't want to let Ori breathe at all.
They really don't. They know how key he's been to Aster's successes in the previous games, and yeah, there's a great bait here from Somnus, blinking away, luring Ori into a sense of security here, and he's going to be losing his life once again. Somnus absolutely tearing Ori apart. They once more find the kill onto Felix. I'm getting really bored of just saying the same thing again. Oh, they kill Ori, they kill Felix. They kill Ori, they kill Felix. They trade Ori for Felix.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to say anything next time.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
Just let it happen.
They're both at like 4 deaths now, right? Or Viper might even be at 5 already.
Something like that. It's been violent.
Is under attack.
Yeah, and the big winner so far is 4 deaths actually, both of
4
them.
deaths.
Yeah. So they did trade out every time.
Every time. Got to give him credit for that consistency there. Meanwhile, Monet having a brilliant time down in this bottom lane.
You could almost say Monet got money.
You could say that, but we're above that blind.
True.
True.
We are much more funny than that.
Yes.
Wanna hear a joke? Losing the lane as Viper the Quap.
Oh my god.
Nah, just kidding, of course. It's not his fault. Dota is not a 1v1 game.
Felix.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or he's probably like, why do you keep getting in the middle? It's a 1v1 game. After this game, I want SF.
That'd be fun.
Which Somnus might actually win.
I'd watch that.
Same. We need more SF 1v1 tournaments.
I think they should make it that in a best of 3, if you go 1-for-1, then your mid players can just duke it out in a 1v1 and settle it that way.
Yeah, they just have like different disciplines, right?
We choose a champion.
Bane, it is you.
The Bane 1v1 mid matcher. You're asleep. No, you're asleep. No, you're asleep. No, you're asleep.
You're brain sapped. No, you're brain sapped.
I'm healing. A beat. Thrilling content.
They both use at the same time. No change at all.
No change at all to either of their health. Wow. Somnus decides he doesn't want anything to do up in this top lane here. He's out.
They want to set up for the Wraith King potentially? Well, here's Reincarnation. You need more than that. Renee's like, oh, hi, bye.
Yep. All right. And see you later.
And
I mean, kind of just feels like they don't want him in this area, right? Like, they don't want the Wraith King to have this fun game where he just sits in the jungle, throws out the skeletons, and kind of dominates the map.
which he's doing anyway. Because now he's just going to walk back there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
an attempt was made.
You got him out for a good half minute, though. That's good.
Okay, good. I like those silver linings.
What did you say? Like, it doesn't matter if you give up, it matters if you don't try or something? What was the saying that you said yesterday with the water bottles?
Oh, I don't remember. I talk a lot of nonsense.
There was something smart, though.
Really?
I thought you remember the smart
You sure it was
pieces.
me?
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, I think hard,
Yeah.
because getting a compliment from me is not easy. I'm a pretty, as you know, intense guy,
Yeah.
and XSS is intensely running away.
He's shuffling himself out of there.
He's like, oh, Facebook.
Those teeny weeny legs of his.
Yeah, definitely skipping some leg days.
He doesn't need good legs. He's got that massive spear and shield. He needs to spend every
Just
day on
grip
arms.
him.
Uh-oh, grip comes out, but will it really make a difference? No, it will not. Global silence. That's why they picked it. And it works a treat. Meanwhile, in the top lane, XXS opening up onto the Timbersaw here. Viper comes across as well, just throws in a Viper strike. And
nothing.
okay.
He's like, I poison you. And you. RNG is outplaying right now, quite a bit. The global was maybe a little bit unnecessary because there was no danger of corporately dying, but yeah, you better be safe than sorry.
I remembered it. It doesn't matter if you fail, it matters if you give up.
Oh, right, yeah.
There we go.
That is the same thing that we could have applied to the previous situation. I forgot. Oh, what a sleep at your save turn.
Sleep, actually, that is massive. Is it massive enough to turn this fight around? Let's find out as they go onto the Tusk here. Tusk will eventually tick away, but as will Ori. It's the usual trade here, plus an X and over on the side as well, but it's not over yet. Somnus jumps in and gets a snap out onto the Bane. Meanwhile, Chalice in the middle of everyone. Is he tanky enough to fight through this? I don't believe so. He will fall as well. Gets a ton of damage off before he dies, but die he shall. And all the while, God King shoves in the middle lane and takes the tower for his team in RNG as well.
Yeah, God King farming once more. He doesn't really like his teammates too much. He's like, you guys fight every game, and I'm gonna do my own thing. But honestly, the only reason why this even happened is of an amazing sleep once more from the Bane.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have died like right away on the Viper.
Yeah.
Probably no return kills even. Gotta be careful though. Like, Wraith King is also up there in the farm. We've seen how much damage you can cause once you have the Desolator. A little bonk to the forehead.
Yeah. But, he needs that supporting cast around him, and we've talked a lot about Ori, how rough his game has been. And that is honestly so unusual. You know, he is the highest KDA player in the DPC out of every single region. He's the highest KDA player. How crazy is that RNG are now just committing so much to shutting him down?
I mean, for a good reason though. Like, Ori is definitely one of those players that once you let him snowball, like even in the last game as Lash, he did so much work. And Ori knows how, like, well, once he gets ahead, he knows how to stay ahead.
Yeah.
And if you don't let him get ahead, then, you know, he's going to play catch-up the entire game. And one of the biggest playmakers of the Aster team is suddenly rendered useless.
That is
good strategizing.
It very much is. Yeah, you take away that founding block of this team, something they've been relying on in many of their games. Oh, they find the Bane. This is a great target to bring down first, and they will be able to take care of him immediately. Felix.
And the toss dies once more.
Gonna trade his life once again. I mean,
for the Ori, though.
Like success. Peeing out of this one. My goodness. Squeaky bum time for Mr. Mars there, but he does get himself out.
Yeah. You did have to say it because it wasn't Ori that died.
Yes, it was. I agreed not to say it if it was Ori trading for Felix, but... Felix, I don't know, Felix is basically just running in and giving his life for another hero every single time at this point. I mean, maybe it's not quite as worth it as usual, but...
Yeah, Viper's only level 9 at this point. It's falling further and further behind. X-Nova is fine.
Yep. As is the Weaver.
A little bit damaged, but...
Alice is... he's feeling a little poorly. He's poisoned up pretty heavily at this point.
Can't grip because Global Silence.
Well, does it anyway, and this is what happens. Sumners just comes in with a 3-man wave, snowballing across as well. The Nightmare's going to save Baboko for now, but will go down regardless. The next XS also falling on the sidelines here as they move over to the bay. What was that? I mean, you said he can't grip here. He gripped just to prove you wrong.
And then...
Take that, Black.
Well, stupid cast, I'll show you. Oh, we're all dead. But yeah, it's like super tough. This is why people pick Silencer against Bane. Like, he was so hesitant to even grip. He canceled like 3 times.
He tried to bait it, yeah.
And then he's like, I got you now. Oh, Global Silence. And 3-man wave by Somnus. Blinks on top.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done by Somnus, honestly.
And what's the counterplay? They were all silenced, getting shoved away by the wave. He blinks on top of you, and you're like, all right. The Snowball went through 3 heroes. Or he's like, maybe I can TP out. Nope. The Snowball wasn't even aimed at him, but still hit him. Unlucky.
Feel bad, man.
Yeah, and now the game is in a very good grasp for RNG.
That wasn't a snowball, that was a wrecking ball. Just doing a Miley Cyrus impression.
The wishy-washy draft is working out.
It really is, yeah, it really is. I mean, now that we've seen it in action, you know, what's your opinion on this Timbersaw, this very unpopular hero, which is being played at the moment, at least in this region?
I feel like this game is just being used as meat. Like, he's kind of like, okay, kill me if you want. But
the classic Chalice move, yeah.
Does he have enough damage to kill him?
Somebody does.
Yeah, someone's like, I got it.
Yep, finish the job here.
But I mean, it looks good the way it's turning out to be, right? Because Aster, like, even in game 1, they're paying so much attention to this Timbersaw, who has very low net worth, doesn't really seem to be doing a whole lot in those fights and in the game in general.
Yeah.
And X-Nova is fine again.
He's chilling. He's chilling.
Yeah. He went straight BKB on Quap, actually.
Baboko trying to hide in the trees down there, trying to get away from the Quap, and has actually managed to do that.
Oh, he almost lost his BKB.
Oh my goodness.
Just got it.
Yeah.
Just got it. Blink Dagger on Tusk already. He's filthy rich as well.
16 minutes on a support Tusk is a very good time for a Blink Dagger. Is there any other items he's got as well?
Yeah. Especially since you're the only point of initiation you have.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised they actually managed to get 15 kills with like 1 stun that they have.
it's quite impressive, isn't it? It's definitely a feat, but that's Queen of Pain effect, right? She is literally just damage up the wazoo.
Yeah, pure damaging hero. And again, like, if he wasn't set up for success like this, these fights would have never happened.
Yeah.
So I love the way RNG is just approaching the series in general. Sure, game 2, like, the draft wasn't the best, but they're playing it very similarly in a way where they played game 1.
Yep.
Which
4 heroes.
Yeah, and game 1 they crushed.
They did.
And game 3 they're not super far ahead, but Terrorblade is feeling really, really good. His crumpets are buttered.
They certainly are, Black. They certainly are. Now,
Oh, they scared him.
yeah, they want to debut this blink onto Mr. Monet here, and they will do exactly that, getting on top of him. Chance,
Ow.
meaning that, wow, that Tusk is taking a lot of damage, and Monet's not taking much at all, but will eventually be losing this first. But in comes XXS, Great Arena comes down, that's going to finish off the Tusk. Thunder's taking hits here. He's good as well. Where did this damage come from?
He didn't blink.
He didn't blink. Chalice taking some damage from Aster as they just plow into him with those poisons from the Viper. He just can't deal with this on the Timbersaw. He's going to fall. The Global comes out, but is it too late for RNG?
a lot of damage.
God King trying to do his namesake here and take down the Wraith King, but is not able to do so. Now turns attention to Ori, but they're just juking him. They're jiving him. They're just taking him into another dimension right now, and he will not be getting off that Sunder. Therefore, he will fall as well. That is all 5 heroes dying at some point to the side of Aster. Every hero wiped off the map. How did that happen, Pack?
Well, there's going to be one more potentially. Nah, he's going to be running away. How did that happen? Well, they all initiate on the Wraith King with 2.6k health pool. How long did it take to kill him the first time? Like 10 seconds?
Yep.
And the Tusk was pretty much already dead by the time that Wraith King died. Had to expend Global Silence to save the TV from the grip. And the pop just didn't blink out. Blink was off cooldown. He didn't expect the damage at all.
It's too much.
He reincarnated, critted him for half his health. The God's Rebuke for half his health. He's like, I saw it on the camera. He was like, whoa, what just happened? I got BKB.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
but you have no armor. He has Desolator.
Yeah, it was some serious smacking as Felix makes an optimistic journey up to the high ground.
Ori for Felix. Let's go.
Yep. You'll have to cast this one, I guess.
Oh, they're not trading
They're
though.
not trading. They just get the kill, which means I'm back online. Ori falls, and Felix gets out, which makes a rare change.
Unfortunately, I was ready, man. I was ready to take it, but I wasn't needed. Not necessary. And now they're going to the Roche pit. Tag team, of course, one of the best Roche takers in the game.
Down that bad boy.
That's a lot of illusions coming in.
I can't wait for them. I hope they shadow buff Roshan. They don't tell anyone about it, and then a team just goes in to take a Roche.
Clapper for 2,000 damage.
Yeah, just a bunch of new spells come out, just grabs a hero and throws him into the goddamn sun. I'm ready for that. Oh dear, someone else is going into the sun right now. PQ.
Bane again, yeah. PQ really likes to be in there.
He does.
In the
that, like,
best.
swimwear.
Mm-hmm. Game now normalizing it a little bit. Now you even have an Aegis on a Terrorblade. Truthfully, it's like he's a decent Aegis carrier, but once you're out of that metamorphosis, you're not all that scary.
No.
Unless you watch the anime, then maybe that's different.
True, he's always scary in the anime. I can't watch it alone.
Yeah.
Just hold my hand.
Terrifying. Green eyes. BKB and Wraith King.
Nani?
Yeah, he had it for 10 minutes, we didn't see it. No, but RNG has to be really careful who they initiate on. Like, they do want to bring down the Viper first and the Bane if they can.
Yeah.
Like, putting all your resources and killing a Wraith King can work, but only if your Terrorblade is there. Like, he's your big damage. If he's there right from the get-go, the Wraith King will die quickly.
Yeah. They didn't have him. They needed him, but unfortunately, God King was not quite there yet. But when he has his Skadi as well, the Wraith King's just going to feel out like his fights are going to get like twice as hard, right?
Yeah, and you're not going to be healing a whole lot from your Empiric Spirit. It's going to be very tough. Like, TB is going to be the God King of this game at some point.
Yep. And as we said, the pressure's upon God King to make it work as they start this fight out. Felix immediately with the snowball is going to keep himself alive a little bit longer. Punch comes out, but he will fall. Aster, though, they need to get themselves to this high ground. That's exactly what they're going to do. Retreat, get up to the high ground here. XXS throws down the arena. That's going to save them from the right clicks from God King. If they can waste the offsets, that could be big, but Ori, it's a risky EP, and it is not going to pay off for him.
Can you use discombobulated here? He got absolutely discombobulated.
I think we can.
He got torn to pieces. He was like, yeah, I'm out. Ah, no, you're not.
Yeah, and meanwhile RNG, very well positioned fight there. They just knew how much pressure to apply to Aster, how not to overstep. They were aware of the arena, they baited it out. Yeah, they used meta for this, but absolutely worthwhile in the end. They are very combobulated on the side of RNG.
Yeah, and the thing is, they know they have better late game on RNG as well. Quap late game is insane, and as well as Terrorblade, of course. They don't really have any Terrorblade threateners, is what I like to call them. No Zeus, no Tinker. No Draw Ranger, nothing that can really deal a whole lot of damage to him late game. So once he gets up to the Satanic, BKB, Skadi, don't know what to do about it.
They will struggle to dismantle this Terrorblade, that's for sure. They have to do something here. I think it's down to baiting out the Metamorphosis.
Look, he can't even kill the illusions already.
Yeah, this is a bad sign.
Whenever that happens in the game, you know, yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Our carry can't even deal with the images of the enemy. That is not good.
So where's our magic going to come from, guys? Rain Seb? AoE shot?
Get the day guns out.
At this point, you might think about that. Might have to think of that.
Yeah. Dust off the day guns. Hey, Viper Dagon, you know, you get the magic resistance down nice and low, then woo!
With the shard, just need to hit him 7 times.
Easy.
Then, well, in Terrorblade's case, 10 times because he has 16% evasion, which misses every time for some reason.
Yep.
RNG is great. We all love RNG.
We do.
Until we don't. Obviously, everybody loves RNG if it favors them. Once it doesn't, they're like, I hate RNG, it's so dumb. Why is the rune spawning bottom?
You clip that, like so. I hate RNG, it's so dumb. I was casting RNG.
Oh.
Get him out of here. Get him gone. We got him, everybody.
I got baited.
Dire's bottom
Unfortunate.
tower is under attack.
Yes, indeed.
Why are you doing this to me? I thought we had something special.
I was only putting it on.
Yeah, the entire time to bait me in, you know, when you trust the person the most, when you're most vulnerable. And
Absolutely.
You grab me in, just as God King is grabbing all the buildings right now.
Yeah, he's just doing what he wants again. Solo Dota 2, working out brilliantly for them.
He's literally the only one there. The rest is smoked out. Like, all right, God King, do what you want, join when you want.
Have fun, buddy.
Go high ground if you want to.
Yeah. It's like leaving your kid off at daycare. Keep your kid off in the bottom lane and we'll go do something else.
Under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
They might be able to...
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a Shadowblade gone for a long time. That's a pretty good pickoff.
It is, but it's always funny to watch Courier get absolutely sucker punched into oblivion. And the same thing might just be happening to PQ here as well. The early warning system gets triggered and Aster leave. You know, they used to go mining. They used to carry around a canary in a cage with them. So they moved into an area with bad air, with toxic air. Because the canary's got a much smaller, therefore much faster respiratory system, it would die much faster than a miner would die. So the canary dies, they know they need to leave. And that's what the Bane's doing this game.
It's what the Bane did every game.
Yes.
That PQ did literally every game.
Yes, he's their canary.
Yeah, he's like, guys, it's getting a little bit...
Oh, PQ's dead, time to leave.
You know what it feels like? A very slow and methodical dismantling of Aster.
Yeah.
They're only 100 goals ahead, but they know the draft. They have to worry about once they get past minute 40 or whatever. And it's on Aster to really do something. Because as we said, you already can't clear those illusions. They're only going to get stronger. And once it's level 20, you're going to have the talent for the illusion duration. Like, all the lanes are going to be pushing all the time if you have no solution to it.
Yeah, they need some answers, and they need them quick.
They're gonna win a big team fight when like Roshan responds. They're gonna take that Roshan, and I mean Wraith King can of course build a lot more damage items. That's not a problem. It's just he's farming at a much slower pace, and all the items he buys are much less effective than what Terrorblade is gonna buy.
Yeah. If they can find a way to bait out the Metamorphosis, I still feel like that's their best chance. But
yeah,
it's really hard to do without just dying. He's got a Scatty. When he starts attacking you, you're not going anywhere.
Hmm. Maybe the Wraith King can do it and somehow like manage to blink out after he dies, but that is so risky. Not something you want to plan for.
Yes, we'll sacrifice our Wraith King's first life to get a Metamorphosis on paper. Good plan, but...
oh, my blink got cancelled, I'm dead.
Yep. So,
well, he's running away from the illusions again.
Side effects if it doesn't quite work out.
And this just looks so sad.
It really does. Cameraman's going to show some mercy.
Well, what's the play here? Spear into what? Where did the Beatles go? It was half the Beatles.
Well, they're waiting with the spear. They're going to throw it in, and the snowball, he just about gets close enough, but it's still a lot of damage coming out onto Radiant here. But Monet, he might be losing his first life here. He's looking across, but Somnus will finish the job. That'll be the first one.
Where's God King?
He really wants to finish off Felix. XXS comes across and will take him down. Meanwhile, another sleep comes out. They've got Chalice, Aster gathering around to just finally finish off this gosh darn Timbersaw. The man who started it all does finally fall. Not bad from Aster, but yes, the question is, where is God King?
Where is God King? Yeah.
Have you seen this man?
He was farming all the way bottom again.
Okay.
Like, I really... Like, if I had to point out what I think RNG can do better in all three of the games so far, like, you gotta get God King more involved. Like, if he says, I'm bottom, you actually can't go there middle.
Yeah.
Or if they say, let's go middle, like, he can't just go down there, you know? It just feels like the two sides are pretty disconnected in all three of the games so far.
And that's kind of been their strength in a way because, you know, God King's been playing a very separate game to the four of them, but when you make these plays, it has to come together. It can't stay separated. It's like a good yo-yo, you know, it's got to come up, but it's got to go down and come up again.
Balance in all things, right? You don't want to stick all the time, but you also don't want to be separated all the time. Just like us.
Yes.
Need some private time, but also need some together time.
We do.
Yeah. And Wraith King is into Silver Edge, so that's a damage item, which is good, but not enough. He needs like one more.
So
which is an MKB.
MKB.
Thank you for not buying that AC, because it wouldn't have done anything for you. Let the Mars build that. The good news is Mars late game is considered a hard counter to Terrorblade. Of course, you have the arena, which the projectiles can't pierce, and you also have the bulwark. So if you actually focus someone that's stunned, you just activate bulwark, and all the Terrorblade attacks from the illusions of the main hero hit you instead.
What a hero.
And you just save him that way.
Yep, and now Refresher Orb is complete as well. I honestly feel like Aster can hold their own in these team fights actually pretty well.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard now for...
And it's a surprise Refresher, right? They're not aware.
Well, they might do now as he blinks himself away, but Sonder's committing. What on earth? They're stuck. That big, long ice shard just blocking off the entire pathway to help out their teammate.
He got absolutely destroyed.
This is very, very awkward now for the side of RNG. The X-Nova getting taken off in the sidelines here as Mono popping that BKB, moving in towards the targets. Ori, he's actually being taken down by illusions here. He needs some help, but he's not going to find it. But Mono just comes in and takes his head off. Oh my god, Ori actually falls there. That's insane.
He took his soul.
Yep. God King still at the bottom lane, gets a kill at mid.
Yeah, but Wraith King is going to take the Roshan now. Such an odd decision by someone to just blink up there. But he also died so fast. Does he have no items? Like no armor items or what? He has no armor items. If he bought that plate mail, he probably wouldn't have died. He is pretty poor, all things considered.
Yeah. I mean, we just expect to see him. Whoa. He's not alone. He's got a TV here as well. It's a big commitment for the side of RNG. Will this actually... Though the Bulwark doing so much work with the grip from the sidelines here from PQ. It all falls apart for RNG. That just wasn't their play, unfortunately.
One after another, they just walk in. Like, yes, giving up the Roshan is not ideal, but then what do you want to do, 2v5 or 2v4? There's the Fiend's grip. Your silencer's dead. Use global silence anyway.
I mean, that was a bulwark factor you were talking about before.
Yeah, he just walks back. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was initially trying to target, I think, down the Wraith King, realized he was doing absolutely no damage, then turns around to start piling into the Mars, but by that point, you've already lost your Timbersaw and you're alone in the pit, and then you get gripped, and then you cry, and then the tears drop all over your keyboard, and
now it's all messy. I mean, this is all like a snowball effect. Like the Quap makes a mistake, blinks up the hill, which then makes Silencer panic. Oh, I got a silence here, which did nothing because it died to the one right click of the Wraith King, and now they just Fiend script, you don't have the global silence ready, and your Terrorblade dies as a consequence. Dota is a game of like one mistake that snowballs to other mistakes, you know, that's why it's very advisable after you make a mistake, you just regroup, calm down, relax. Give up the Roshan if you have to. It's not the end of the world.
Yep. Stay combobulated.
But now suddenly you're 11k behind because you did that, all of that.
Keep your bobs together, guys. Come on, RNG.
What are you going to tell RNG now if you're their coach? Well, you all messed up big time, but...
You've got this.
You got this.
The RNG. You are not GG. You are not AFK. You are RNG.
Nice.
Time to roll the dice, baby. Get in there.
I feel empowered.
Yeah?
Strong.
Nice. Oh, Baboka's feeling strong as he just starts like tapping away at Somnus.
And he's winning.
He really is. Somnus is getting bullied out of the trees.
BKB, Maelstrom, and a Vessel. He's just transitioning into a carry himself.
Yeah.
More farmed than the Timber, by the way. Yep.
Oh.
Timber hero. We spoke about it. Once you're not the damage sponge anymore.
Yeah, Chalice not really able to replicate his Timbersaw game, his Tidehunter game from before on the Timbersaw.
Yeah.
It's not looking anything similar.
Very different heroes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They wish they had a Tidehunter right now.
They do. Well, both would have been bad against a Viper though, right? That's kind of the anti-tank they have on the side of Aster.
Yeah, for sure. And now that you're 12k behind, it's actually looking pretty grim. Wraith King is so big.
I do feel like the way that RNG were able to dominate game one... Oh, hold on. We have ourselves an arena and a dead Silencer.
Best here to kill.
Look at those shots, though.
He has buyback, though.
Causing some awkwardness here. XXS though gonna just pop the second arena here, and he needs to get out the other side. And once again, the bulwark just meaning that God King can't reach it. But great jump in from Somnus, takes down one. Looking over towards Monet. Monet losing his life. They are both coming back to life as they both have Aegises. Meanwhile, Boca trying to get away, but just taking too much damage from God King. The Scouty coming out, taking out the Weaver. Now they go towards XXS, and he's gonna be taken down a second time here. Oh dearie me. RNG find their way back into the game.
Yeah, that is what happens when you fight as 5 instead of 2-3 groups, you know. But also a big mistake by Aster. Like, they used Arena Spear. Well, Bane, are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay, PK?
Oh, blink up to the high.
Is he actually gonna be okay?
No. Oh, he gets out.
He is actually okay.
Wow.
And then he uses himself like, out of protest, I'll use it.
Gosh diddly
They
darn.
couldn't get you. But you gotta be careful how you use the arena. And Refresher. They killed one silencer with 2 arenas, which is it's not allowed. No. If you want to win a team fight, you need at least 1 arena on another hero.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Or 2.
Yeah.
Ideally.
They didn't use grip either. Like the entire team fight was really messy.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out for Aster, unfortunately. They didn't seem to have it together for that one, and that means that RNG take a pretty big win over there. Now, what can they do with this small advantage they've gained? I mean, Aster have so much more gold, honestly.
They do, but you gotta use it correctly in the right ways. You know, the investments have to pay off. Because they don't, the money's gone.
Yeah. No, I mean, where is this gold coming from? I mean, I guess the big difference is between the Tusk and the Weaver, right?
Yeah, it's mainly that. And then the Weaver was just absolutely taken down by the Terrorblade. There's no chance.
Yeah.
You're actually almost into a Scotty on the Viper, so he's gonna be a little more survivable, a little bit more tanky.
Okay.
But you're still no match for the Terrorblade, which is really the biggest problem you have right now. Like, Wraith King needs to get on top of the Terrorblade, somehow isolate him. But you can't even kill him first. He's too tanky.
Do you not feel like it's a kind of game where you want to play around the TB, like just keep inside the arenas and deal with everyone else?
It's what you have to do, yeah.
Yeah.
But then the TB has to make sure that he uses BKB to get out of the arena.
Yeah.
And that's when things can go south for him. It's like he uses BKB, gets speared randomly, and then Wraith King pummels him. But it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
Aster certainly finding the options in the late game here.
Yeah. Then there's also now Satanic on the Terrorblade though. 3.6k health.
So many cards at play here, so many different factors to consider between both these teams. And sometimes you just need to sit back and go, man, what game these two teams are actually having here? A series. Oh, hold up. We got a Weaver dead, Baboka. Oh, time-lapse and BKB. They might struggle to finish the job here. TP away, no punch available, so Baboka is out free.
Yeah. Weaver is super farmed, as you can tell there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. It's like, it would have been a nice kill, but ultimately it wouldn't have really made massive difference. I'm a little bit surprised that God King isn't itemizing into a Silver Edge.
Yeah.
Because once you get a Silver Edge on the Mars, you actually just kill him in a second. Yeah. And then that big bulwark problem, that is the only thing that annoys you right now, is gone.
Yeah, it's the number one thing which has just kind of put the brakes on God King's seemingly limitless expansion into this game. He was, I mean, look at him, highest hero damage.
Yeah. Not by far, but quite a bit ahead, especially of Aster. Aster didn't really deal a whole lot of damage at all.
No.
But somewhat ahead, but quite a bit.
Yeah, when they get on someone, they burst them pretty quickly, but in terms of like AoE damage inside team fights, they are very lacking in that department, so that's when that big discrepancy comes through.
Yeah. So I hope God King is going to go back for the Silver Edge eventually, because they do need a break mechanic.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, Eva, he's trying it again. Preemptively jumped by Somnus here, who don't think realized it at the time, and now they're going to jump on top of him. They got the arena, but look who's here. XXX coming out as well to back up the Boca. They're looking for the turnaround play. Felix will be losing his life here eventually to the bug or something else, and now they look for more. They've got the grip onto the Queen of Pain. Somnus, no way out here by the looks of it. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. They catch him in the last second.
The Brain Sap just... Woo. Yeah, if he doesn't get a Brain Sap, he's actually out, I think. And they had to use, again, the Global Silence. You can't use it before the grip comes out. You pick it as a Bane counter, you gotta wait for it. Like, what is he silence for to try and save the Tusk? Like, you can't do that, because now your Quap lost her life because of that. Like, she was expecting the Global Silence.
Yeah, it's, she needed it.
Yeah, and it's the second time where grip is just not cancelled, because it just gets really messy, you know? Like, you can't really blame the silencer, because you look at the situation like, oh my god, what is happening? balance. And yeah.
So you feel
I like the patience though by Bane.
more communication is just required for RNG to just polish this one up.
Yeah, for sure. It was a really nice bait by Boboka though. Like he played it as if there was no one behind him.
Yeah.
He like ran through the trees like, oh no, no, no.
Dude, I believed, and I can see both teams.
Yeah. I was
Baited
like,
me.
I was like, no man. I mean, you might not see the Mars, but he's right there.
Yep. Who's baiting whom?
Yeah. He's very close to 25 as well, which will give him probably the bonus HP region in the arena, which is a pretty hefty amount as well. I think it's 80.
Wow. Yeah, that'll help. Now two teams see each other. This is an awkward engagement. Aster just going to double force themselves out, blink away on the Bane as well.
MKB.
Blink out.
Why do you reckon he's going MKB? They have no evasion at all on Aster.
Do they have none?
No.
Huh. Well, guess they're not going to buy any now then.
Yeah, preemptive counter. I really want to see that Silver Edge.
Oh, it's because he knew they were going to pick up the Trickster's clone.
Ah.
There it is.
Smart.
So smart. So smart. Yeah. I don't know.
Smart.
So smart. Yeah. I don't know.
Just the only thing makes sense. Even if you buy a Rapier, Mars will still do the same thing, you know? The only way to really kill him through it is you gotta break him. Maybe someone else will buy a Silver Edge form, like the Quap super late game, perhaps. But yeah, it's peculiar, interesting, as one of our besties would say.
Indeed, indeed. Well, Roshan is up. Both teams want it. Who will take it? That's what we're here to find out.
Find out in the next episode. See you tomorrow.
After the break.
Monet running in there. And out.
Jane down from Chalice. No big commitment here from anyone, really. Those the shard shots coming out. Very long, of course. Does a bit of DPS, a bit of slowing inside as well. Can be very annoying for these slower melee heroes.
Yeah. And he's using all the illusions right now to sort of scout the Roche pit, but I would actually like it a bit more if he just shoves in the waves with it, and that would then urge a response from Aster, and then they can posture a bit more about the Roche, around the Roche pit.
Yeah.
Route makes a lot of sense, and then maybe Silver Edge afterwards or Satanic, if the game even gets there.
One thing I would say for me, which is a positive for RNG in this game, is that we haven't seen the old, you know, Somnus being like, oh, I'm going to carry this game, you know. He's making space for God King. They're putting their trust in him, giving him a chance. Which, you know, previously we've heard Somnus likes to, if he sees the opportunity to carry the game, he'll certainly take it. That is the kind of player he is, but this game knows that it's God King that needs to come up big, and the top lane as they found Chalice deep in the lane.
No buyback.
Ooh, that could be costly. That could be very, very costly.
I mean, we literally just spoke about how he's not tanky anymore and just gets taken apart in 1 second.
They're going for this right now. The Bane, they find him on the high ground. Goodbye, Bane.
He blinked up there, or what? How did he get up there?
Yep, he blinked up there.
Oh, Bulwark, look at me, guys. Bong, 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 bong.
Now he's in the ice outlet.
Bong, 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 bong,
Another arena coming down, but XXS is eventually going to fall here. So, I mean, that's a double for God King. This is a step too far for Aster. Buyback on the Bane. They do have buyback on the Mars, should they wish to use it. But right now, he's already popped both arenas, so buyback is not really on the cards for him.
Yeah, the damage output of the Quap on the Mars was actually ridiculous. The wave took him like down to half HP pretty much. Like Sonic Wave damage output with Kai Assange is a tad ridiculous, just a bit. Tiny bit. This thing.
A mess.
Yeah, we're gonna press every time.
Yeah.
No, you're using a script, you're banned. Oh.
Whoa! Monet. Timing the Divine Rapier, throwing it into his quick eye. That
I
is
wouldn't
a
mind it, honestly.
statement.
Right now they're going into the pit.
Well,
Well,
this is
Mars
quick.
is dead.
This is quick. They need to do something about it. Aster moving in. They are going to be able to see this Roshan attempt in progress as they buy back on the Mars. Charles is coming across as well. Can they do anything about this Roshan? God King, he's just focusing it down. He will take the Aegis for himself and now looks out towards Monet. Monet's getting absolutely torn apart. He is gone from this fight. But God King, he's trapped in the pit. But who's trapped in whom?
God King is getting
Oh my
destroyed.
God, he's getting beaten down. Good night. Can the team come in and help him out? All of RNG is up, and they recognize that on the side of Aster, trying to get themselves away, but the Mars is getting caught out of the backlines here. He doesn't have buyback. If he goes down here, this could be real bad. He's got the BKB, though. Can he fight? I'm not sure he can. He drops the arena, but the team has just left him, and that is 2 heroes dead on the side of Aster without buyback.
2 where they could potentially start threatening the tier 3 towers. But yeah, you saw like Terrorblade die very quickly if they get on top of him.
Yes, he does. He melts, but he also had the refresher shard from the Roshan. They're very lucky.
Like Terrorblade die very quickly if they get on top of him.
Yes, he does. He melts, but he also had the refresher shard from the Roshan there very luckily, which means that when he respawned, he had the meta, he had the BKB, so...
Yeah. And this time around, they won't be able to do that because there are only 3 heroes alive, and there's of course a Touch Snowball to help you, a Global Silence to help you. And I didn't know they have no buybacks. They must know because they bought back previously. Double damage, of course.
What do you do to that? What is the counterplay?
They might honestly just try to threaten the throne with the DD. Like, he's very powerful right now. Very powerful.
Very, very nice DD find from God King. Took a lot of skill to find that rune.
Dandy going for the tier 4s right now. What's your answer?
Well, bouncing around on the sidelines. Baboka, though, forced to put the BKB pretty early here. They're forcing them back. Baboka just scaring the entire team away with those pesky bugs. And oh my goodness, it was a Sunder and a
Satanic, yeah. To get the quad back to full health.
Monet jumps in, looks for the Tusk, but nice fingers there on the Ghost Scepter from the Tusk to keep him alive. Ooh, it's getting close, it's getting hairy, heating up between these two teams. There's a refresher popped by the Terrorblade in the end. Getting the extra duration.
Take the Rexen out, or are they gonna stay and try to look for the mega creeps? They're still 40 seconds without Mars, they know this.
Yep. Aster trying to force them, invite them to overstay their welcome. Meanwhile, Weaver getting caught on the sidelines here. He might need some help. Timelapse does come down. Sonic Wave gonna miss, but it doesn't make a difference. Baboka still falls. Monet could be in some trouble here. 18 seconds on the Mars. They need to hold them back. They need to turn this around some way, somehow. By all